make sure the background noise isn't too loud. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Welcome in, Holt. Welcome in, Bloody Snowflake. Welcome in, SRP. And welcome in, Owlbla. How are you today? Whew. So this is gonna be my last stream for like a hot minute. So I was like, screw it. I don't have anything else planned. Let's just do a puzzle. And we can do it together. I will be dropping the link to the puzzle. We can only have a max of 10 people in, so fight for your lives. Fight for the right to be in the puzzle. I think it works on mobile too if you are currently in mobile land. I'm gonna try to be good. I'm gonna make it harder for myself because I'm really good at puzzles and I don't want to beat you guys super quickly. So I am going to not look at the image. You guys have the ability to look at the image to see what the puzzle is, but I'm just going to have to go off of my memory. Excited for episode 8 and 9 of Star Detective. At 8 goes into the judge's backstory, while 9 debuts likely a new candidate cure. I know, there's so many interesting things, and that will be when I'm back, when I'm finally... April is when I'm free. March, I'm in hell. But yes, you guys are free to start working on the puzzle. I'm gonna get a few things fixed up. Let me know if audio is all good. I don't want to be too loud or too quiet. I've lost my mouse. Where'd it go? Here we go. I've got my mouse back. Watch out. But yeah. Welcome, Akira. How are you today? Hope you are doing well. We are puzzling. If anybody needs, like, puzzle assistance, I do recommend doing side pieces first, just dragging side pieces on the board and getting them aligned. I gave us a lot of pieces, so hopefully we finish this, or at least get close to finishing it with 2 hours. I don't want to finish it too quickly is my thing. But yeah, you just click and drag the pieces in. Don't use the chat. We're not going to be using the chat in there. And if things get a little too chaotic, I will make a new lobby and have to DM links, but that's fine. Welcome in, Mojave. How are you? But yes, you also have a leaderboard in the top right for whoever is, like, puzzling the most. So, good luck. Akira Umbra, welcome in! I'm really bad at puzzles. This is all for fun. Look, see, somebody's already, like, pochitaning down here. We're already off to a roll. I need to pin the link. Let me see if I can do that. Boom. Boom. There it is for, one of the chateaus. And if anybody else ends up getting the other chateau, let me pin the link there too. So we can just kick off the fun. Welcome in, John! How are you today? We're doing a Precure Puzzle today. With chat, I see people getting into it. I see people making moves. We'll see who wins the leaderboard, and surely it won't just be me. Me, the puzzle master. How was my art rest? It was good! I love your art. You do such a good job. We love the passion. But yeah, up at the top, up here where my thing is, you can change things. Like, I could change the background color, which I could get too crazy there. Make it kind of a gray color so we can see the piece as well. This puzzle is literally my wallpaper for the month. Oh no, we've got someone who's going to be really good at it in chat. We got somebody who can live their best life with this puzzle. Alright. Cha-cha-cha. But yes, as I have mentioned before, I will be out for the next 2 weeks with one of the big events I need to take care of. And I will be doing that, and it will be very exhausting, but it will be worth it. It will be fun. I probably will get photos and videos, but I won't be showing that until like maybe a year later, just out of posterity for the people involved. So that's where I will be. Just know I will be wanting to review episodes and hanging out with you guys, but I have IRL obligations. Hey there, my name is Marshall. I'm a big fan of your work. Oh, I appreciate that. Welcome in, Marshall. And Ben, welcome in. How are you today? Yes, competitive puzzles may the fight ever be in your favor. Yeah, fight for the puzzle. Let's see who's the strongest puzzler in chat. As I just kind of like randomly drag pieces in here for you guys. I'm not at my full power yet. I'm not locking in, so I'm just assisting. If I see an edge piece, I will add it, and you guys can try to put it together with your big puzzle brains. Darn won't let me join. Oh no! We will get you in next time. This will not be the last puzzle we do. I just need Precure to have more high-res images. This image, like, literally I uploaded this image and they're like, this is really, ooh, no, let's not do that. They're like, this image is terrible quality. And I was like, listen, I'm trying my very best. I was like, if Precure wants to provide me better images to work with, that would be spectacular. And we could make more puzzles. I think at this one I set to like 500, 600 pieces. I think I can go up to like 1,000. Good, the pieces locked to the frame. Yeah, they do it. How many puzzles have I done? I've done a lot. Oh my god, I spent New Year's at a friend's place. And she came back from New Zealand and had this bird puzzle, and we were all supposed to be like hanging out and having fun because I was there for like the entire week of New Year's. I sat in the corner and I worked on that dang puzzle. I was like, I'm gonna do this puzzle. She was also really mean to me, and she's like, you can't use the box. She's like, that's cheating. And I was like, cheating? That's how people do the puzzles. If I wanted to do a milk puzzle, I would purchase a milk puzzle. I was like, let me look at the dang box. I'm like, half the birds have the same plumage. I need the aid. I'm stupid, and I need the box. I'd love that you guys are doing Ana and Pochita. Is Noble our shield support here in terms of the puzzle fight? Oh god, am I a shield cure? I guess technically speaking, my favorite cure is a shield cure. She's not like other shield cures. Oh my god. Also, the only reason why I know what a milk puzzle is I played Eve. For anybody who doesn't know what a milk puzzle is, it's a puzzle that's just all white, and you really only solve the puzzle by jerry-rigging the pieces together. Which, I'm pretty sure puzzle pieces have, like, a finite combination. Like, I feel like a milk puzzle would actually be easier because most of them should be able to go together. Like, all a puzzle really is an image that's like printed on cardboard and then you laser cut it. Oh, here's a Luluku's face. Just throw that in there. Da, 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 da. But yes, how are you guys on this fine Sunday? How do we feel after the two-part intense fight sequence we just had? Slash, how do you guys feel about the cure loop? What are your opinions on that? Are we fans? Are we not fans? I found some fan art concept of the Kizuna ribbon style Satoru and Daifuku, and I sent it on Discord. Oh! Let me experience that real quick. Shoot, where is my tab? Discord. Here we go. Da, 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 da. Ooh! They're cute! Guys, I really want to power up this season. I'm like... And I want it to be a feather power-up, like, you know, they got a feathery power-up here and they didn't really need it for Wonderful. They've been doing so much feather iconography this season that I'm like, I think we deserve a feather power-up, you know, just a little feather. Is it necessary? Does it make sense? No. But do I want it? Yes. I really enjoyed the two-parter. I really felt for Anna. I think they did such a good job with the second part. I think they've really brought that around. Using the site with friends sometime for sure. It's such a good site. I highly recommend. I've seen other streamers use this before, but the other night I like bullied all my friends when we were playing games together. I was like, stop, everybody do this puzzle with me. I was like, you must puzzle with me. And we did, and it was really funny because I got incredibly competitive because I'm kind of an asshole when it comes to competitive stuff. This is why I don't do a lot of competition-y stuff. My chat on the purple site, I literally had to ban the words 1v1 when I used to be a Splatoon streamer because everybody would just come in chat and be like, I want to 1v1 you, and I was like, absolutely not. So I just banned the term 1v1. I was like, I don't want to 1v1 anybody. I want to be a team. I want to play together. I don't want to 1v1 no one. Thank you for showing it then. Of course. Not Star Twinkle, Star Detective. Oh my god, did I say Star Twinkle? There are so many things I want to call in this season that I keep getting wrong. Or no, you said Star Twinkle. Honestly, Star Twinkle, Star Detective is taking a lot of inspo from Wonderful, and I'm fully here for it. Yes! Yes, we love it. It's quite fun seeing more family-based magical girl duos as mother and daughter and Star Detective and Sisters of Luto. I'm so excited for that. Like, it's an interesting play, but it really works for the whole, like, you know, love and everything, but like a different flavor of love other than romance. I feel like it mixes it up. Not me moving the whole thing. Not me moving the whole thing. You guys can see the puzzle as it goes. No, I did. I see now. Let me make sure I'm not missing any chat, because I am kind of multitasking. Anna's vent hit home a little too much, but other than that, I thought Niji was about to get shadow rubbed. Niji was going through it this episode. And also Anna with long hair. She has the prettiest long hair. The prettiest long hair. And I was like, you nerf her with her little cap. Like, I don't know where she'd be putting that hair and how she'd be doing her hairstyle, but I'm sure there's going to be Japanese influencers who will teach us how to do her hairstyle, and I'm sure it's going to have a kooky little way of making it happen. Really enjoyed the two-parter. Okay. I hear people say let's 1v1 in a video game a lot, and I'm like, yeah, maybe not. I am so... I'm like so anti-competition because I know I turn into a monster. I'm like, listen, I will rage. If it's 1v1. If it's a team, I'm such a sweet baby angel if it's like a team, but I think that's because I play things like volleyball and stuff, so I really got into the team sports. But when it comes down to just me, the anxiety goes through the roof. I'm like, I have to win, my honor's on the line. So if thieves fail, they just get dropped into a pit, and I'm assuming they rot. Yikes. They absolutely missed the opportunity to do an exit stage left joke there. I was like... They could have just been like, and you leave the stage now. Also, I liked episode 6. It was a good one. If I'm playing a competitive game, it's either Mario Kart or Mario Kart or Mario Party. That's fair, dude. I think I suck at Mario Kart, so I think for like several consoles, I bought Mario Kart, and I was like, I never play this. I think I kept buying it because when I was really, really little, it was like a family thing to play Mario stuff together, but now that my siblings don't game as much anymore, I feel like it's me and my lone island of gaming. And that's one of the reasons why I started streaming a little bit earlier in my career, was because, ironically, before the pandemic hit, I was like, no one plays Splatoon but me. I don't know anyone IRL who plays Splatoon, because I had literally just graduated college, and I was like, it's just me. It's just me. Okay, that piece goes somewhere. So I started streaming because I wanted people to play with me, and then I really enjoyed it. My pride as women. Yeah, Anna has both her eyes. I know, she's no longer derpy. I see somebody figured out Mikudu as well. We have no idea where Anna goes on the top, somewhere there. I will never take video games too seriously, except for the one rhythm game I play a lot and really good at. Dude, rhythm games was another one. Rhythm games it's easier to be competitive in because I don't ever see the people I play against, because I got into Love Live School Idol. And dude, I got addicted, and then I was like, no. Because I think I was during college, and it was in the middle of a class. I was like, I need to get my points up, so I went in the bathroom and I just sat there and played a couple songs and came back to class. And I was like, no, I'm a little too addicted. So I was like, we're not doing Love Live School Idol anymore. It takes up way too much of my time. I literally only play mobile games that require very little daily interaction, and then if I really feel like going into it, I can play it more. Which is one of the reasons why I played, like, Genshin and Nikki, is because once you get into the groove of it, you play the update for, like, 3 hours, and then it's just, dailies take, like, 10 minutes. And so I'm very happy to just, like, log in every day for 10 minutes and play that. Because I think the only gacha, or not gacha game, the only mobile games I do right now is... I do Pocket Camp, which is very low commitment. I do, Pokemon Go, which is low commitment. The Pokemon... the trading... the virtual trading card game one. What is it? I don't know what it's called. What? Some Pokemon game. I played them all. And then just Nikki. I think those 4 are the only mobile ones I do. And they're very low commitment, which makes my life easier. I used to play Love Live School Festival too. I think that one died and it replaced with a new one, but I've been so out of the loop. I swear I'm cooking with Mikudu right now. Pop off. Pop off. I also don't know what everybody's names are because we all got automated names. I'm Murky Dog. Don't love that. Somebody is Expired Beak. Someone is Generous Plant. Bored Dino and Exotic Clam. So if you know who you are, let me know in chat. Jet Senpai is going to be MVP this season. I can feel it in my bones. He's been very helpful. He's been great at counseling, and I really appreciate that. Possible theory why Luca eats so much ice cream is because in the hypothetical bad future, there wasn't much of it to go around. So upon arriving in 1999, she decided to make it up for the last time. I will never get over the fact that Leo was on stream reading like what she liked. And we originally was like, she likes Aisu, because it's like ice cream. And he's like, she likes ice. And I was like, you know, I never pay attention to the things that the characters like in the descriptions. They're always like, I think Anna or Mikudu, one of them likes blueberry tarts, but that will like never come up in the show. And then I was like, yeah, Luluka likes ice cream. I'm sure that won't be relevant. That has been the only thing that's mattered. I'm Murky Dog. Let's go! Or no, I'm Murky Dog. That's me. I'm Murky Dog. This is me. Murkin the dog. Someone else is something else. There's Elder Mars, who I think just joined. It is hard to figure out who you are, but if you just watch the stream and you see yourself, like, here's me, I'm Murky Dog, I'm sitting next to Jet Senpai's head, you can figure out who you are. I really like to play a lot of Japanese arcade rhythm games. They're so good. The rhythm games are wonderful. I enjoy eating sweets, but I can't eat, like, 9 ice cream like Lulu, though. Oh my god, somebody was, like, counting the ice cream, and they're like, in one shot, hers has 8 scoops, but then the next shot, she has 9 scoops. That's an error. That's so funny that we're counting the scoops. We're like, we have to maintain how much ice cream she's eating, which I love that the scoops keep intensifying. Like, how long are they gonna have this joke going? I have no idea who I am. How's your day going? Good. I have literally woke up, rolled out of bed, played Pokopia, made the thumbnail for this stream, and then I was like, I should probably stream. And then once we finish this puzzle, I'm gonna go back to Pokopia. I will go back to my Pokopian dungeon. Also, I know there's a way to get your, like, actual name on here. I thought I figured out how to make mine, but I'm Murky Dog. I see Mojave has figured out how to get his proper name there. What did I miss? We have started a puzzle. That is all we've been doing today. We are working on a Precure Puzzle. I was wondering if you'd gotten Dude, I'm so deep in it. I'm in the last area, and I just have a little bit more, and I'm gonna finish the game so I can just start actually having fun decorating my own stuff. But god, it's so addictive. I just want to restore everything. Like, I want to turn my brain off and just restore all the towns. Oh, it's both good and very bad. Excuse me, Teach, but I need a perfect combo in this song immediately. That was me! That was me playing. It was so bad. I was not good with gacha games when I was younger, and I knew I had an addictive personality, but I think further into my adulthood, I've been much better about being like, girl, you need to limit yourself. I also think, I don't know if that's a good thing, but my anxiety will come in and be like, hey, you have obligations you need to fulfill, and I'm like, girl, you're so right, and then I'm like, no video game, but then sometimes I get really depressed, because I'm like, I have all these video games I want to play, but I have to do responsibility over my video game. And I'm like, I've made up so much responsibility for myself that I can't have time for video games. Ever the conundrum. Which is ironic, because part of the reason why I set up my lifestyle the way it is, like, between job and everything else, is so that I'd have a lot of free time. But then all my free time turned into hobbies, and then my hobbies overtook my games, and it's like, what's a girl gotta do to have some work-life balance? But either way, I think it's probably better that I'm more comfortable doing the things I need to do and the things I want to. Okay. Let's see. Doing. Oh, we got an edge done. JK, I missed. Locked it in. Locked it in. I'm bored dino! Excellent. Look at you, you're quite up there on the leaderboard. You know, I thought this was going to be a lot of puzzle pieces and it was going to take us forever, but I feel like we're actually getting this done kind of quickly. I need you guys to slow it down! Also, I feel like I'm running out of edge pieces, because I think we, technically speaking, have all the edge pieces. We just need to start putting them in where they belong. But I'm not using the reference, so I'm just gonna have to start guessing where these belong. Like there's a round shape that's gotta go here somewhere. Like, is all the grass over here? You guys probably have this arranged and I'm just ruining it. I'd like to see Jet become a temporary Q at some point later, and Star Detective because... oh, a temporary cure at some point. Because he deserves to be a magical boy. Agreed. He really does. There are some other good puzzle players too. There are some people kicking some butt in chat. Like, whoever Exotic Clam is, you're not like other puzzlers. You're really, like, taking this to the next level. Alright, this is regular sky. This is building. Boink. But yeah, the puzzles are so relaxing, man. Oh. Though we're gonna get to the end of the puzzle and then all of us are gonna be enemies. We're gonna, like, fight. We're gonna be like, that's my piece! And it's really good. The action will really start to kick up. The more I observe this picture, the more I'm like, whose leg is this? You know, this is actually it, guys. This is how we're gonna figure out what happens in the season. We're gonna do puzzles like this, and we're gonna analyze the Precure images. Like, I'll start getting screenshots, and we're gonna figure out who the big bad is. By just solving puzzles. Oh, I think I've cracked something here. I need a piece with grass on the left. Don't know why that piece went there. Oh, that's the... Oh, girl, I don't know where this goes. But yes, did anybody else pick up Pocopia? Is anybody else addicted? Does anybody else... well, first of all, do you have a Switch 2? Because, like, this is the Switch 2 buyer. This is the game that has pushed people to purchase a Switch. Does Miss Cove Nobles do competitive puzzling every time? No. I have none free time. None free time left, beef. That is my life. It's also one of the reasons why I still have not done my very promised pre-Orca review, but I promise you I'm working on it. I'm also trying to... my friend from Japan has come back to Japan, and she's supposed to have the jewel bell that I'm going to do a giveaway for the review, but it's on a shipment container, and so I'm waiting for it to come via sea to return to me, which I think will probably not happen until post-April. But I also have to remind her because she's moving to the West Coast after she moves back here. And so I'm gonna be like, please don't take my jewel bell to the West Coast with you. You don't have room for it. Also, I'm just dragging down pieces to be, like, moderately helpful. I hope it is somewhat helpful. Does Lulu only now have a premiere date in April announced yet? I don't think so, but don't quote me on that. I feel like they're definitely slowly pushing to when they're going to announce her, but I'm sure the episode title for that will be like, Cure Arcana Shadow appears! What? Because that's like the vibe that it would have. Precure, I don't know, maybe some of the seasons have been a little bit more like, they hold back what's going to happen in the episode with the title. They keep us on our toesies. Yeah, it's right there. I love that we still haven't completed the bottom down here. We're all like, we don't know where it goes. We don't know who we are. I also realized that this is Jet Senpai's leg. That's what the heck that was. This is probably way over here. Well, double agent Luluka is possible. I actually love the whole spy bit. I feel like they're doing so many different things because they're like, we've got like the arcane is happening. We've got like this magic spooky dooky stuff, but then they're also like spies and detectives and thieves, and I was like, it's all of the things at once. I keep picking up these same time as others. I know, you gotta fight for it. Assert your dominance. I know Heartopia had an MLP. Oh my god, I had no idea. I've seen Heartopia in passing, but I had no idea that they've been having big collabs. Precure title episodes when a cure appears. This person's name arrives, literally. Has Luluto Lily had a premiere day for episode 1? Oh, it's sometime in April. I don't know if they've announced which day of the week it will be yet. But it's definitely April. Which is so, it's around the corner. We're very, very close. Like, because I know Witch Hat's the very beginning of April. I think Luluto is as well, because that's all the spring anime are cycling in. I'm very excited for all of those. I just love Akachiana with her hair down, so cute. I know, she better have her hair down more often. Like, we cannot have a repeat of what we had with Iroha, where you have peak hair and it's taken from us, it's hidden. Like, her hair down is honestly better than her regular hairstyle of what we cannot comprehend here. Like, I guess her hair is, like, shoved into these buns, but she also has the buns with the long hair, too, and it's just, like, I don't understand. I need them to do what they did with a Spy Family, where in the manga, the mangaka is, like, in the worst possible way, I'm gonna describe how the hair works. I'm gonna head out for Vic at work stuff. Thank you for joining us. I hope you have a lovely Sunday. I'm really good with puzzles. First, I start with the edges, then I figure out which part in the inside. Let's go, Alexis. You've got the strats. I hope we get a wonderful and detective film. Oh, yeah. I hope we get the last 2 seasons included. I just have no idea how you and Ida will fit. Only Nana would be useful and maybe Metadon. No shade to the others. I feel like we're gonna have to do a timey-wimey show up in a different location situation with the whole time stuff. I love Takechi, on his hair down as much as I did Kokoro and Mayu's. God, they look so good with the hair down. A bit of Spy Family where the hair is badly explained. Yeah, I wonder if I can find it. Where's my other browser? Okay. Hair explained Spy Family. Let's see if I can find the meme. Oh, here it is. Immediately find it. Alright, let's see if it will... Nope, this is gonna display completely wrong. I'm going to Reddit for a hot second. This is the bit. This is the bit where she's like, here's my hair, and then like you flip it to the side with 2 of them, and then you flip it in front of the ears, and then the headband. But no, she actually crosses it behind and then crosses it over her hair and then puts it on. All of this is dumb. Everything about this is so dumb. I'm like, bro does not understand how hair works. And it made me laugh. Ooh, Precure Puzzle! Yeah, we're doing a Precure Puzzle. Hop on in if you want. I think we still got slots. Really do feel like Toei will make bank if they just do Precure hair tutorials. There's a couple of content creators I follow on Reels who, like Instagram Reels, who do Precure hair explanations. I think there's 2 different ones that I follow. I have to remember the names off the top of my head. One of them begins with a Y. And they will explain how the hair works. And they'll do like Precure hair inspired hairstyles. I think I found them around the time that Delicious Party aired. And it's really, really cool. Honestly, if you are not following some of the Japanese accounts on Instagram, you're sleeping on them because a lot of the Precure content creators are really cool. Actually, one of them who was... Oh god, why can't I remember her name off the top of my hair? She used to do, like, Precure streams and reviews of products all the time, and then she actually got hired by Toei, but they made her delete her YouTube channel. She had to delete all of her content, but now she's one of the 2 girls that will review toys in the YouTube videos. So, like, every time they release a new product, they have these 2 girls sit and, like, talk about the product on YouTube. And she now is in there. I'm trying to remember if... I always mentally was like, her name looks like shampoo. That's not her name. It's all these people whose names I never say out loud. Let me look up her name. Because I think I still have her YouTube channel, even though it's dead at the very bottom of my list. There's her I loved a lot, and then there's a Sailor Moon one that I really love, which is Usaki World. I do remember her name. Okay, so yeah, she is Usaki World. I will put her in chat. Her channel has gone defunct at the moment, but she does do, she now works for Toei Animation, so like, shout out to her. Either that or she works for Bandai. God, too good at puzzles. We're gonna have to do a second one. Toei's such a jerk for doing it. I think it's like a Japanese business thing where they're like, we don't want to risk anything that you've previously done reflecting poorly on the brand. Also, Generous Plan, I think this is over here. Or maybe it's there. You're right. Never mind. I'm dumb. I'm actually real bad at puzzles. But yeah, I think they do that because content creators, like, if you ever reviewed a Precure product negatively on your channel, then it would reflect poorly as somebody who now talks positively about it. I think it's a little, like, you know, I think in the West we really value honesty and, like, very, what's the word for it? Genuine, like, really genuine reviews of stuff. So even if somebody, like, worked for a company that they had previously been critical of, it's still, like, you're being honest, so you have, like, people believe you. They're like, if this person says it's good, and they were honest before, then we're gonna continue to believe that they're being genuine. Whereas Japan is like, we don't believe in that. You either, if you work for us, you say the product is amazing, and you would never, ever say anything negative, or we will sue you. And so I think it's kind of a cultural thing, because I think either way people can lie. Either way people can just promote something whether they like it or not. Their relationship is so good, I hope Mikuru is not. Mothers for God. I think you're gonna have to be careful with that one. The theory is very strong. Imagine getting an email from Toei out of the blue to go review toys as your job. I don't know if it's either a dream or not. I assume she's also probably applied to work with Toei. And I'm sure that, like, her resume being, I constantly talk about how much I love Precure probably helped her get it. But it's cool to see her, like, I mean, even if you have to lose your channel and, like, you don't want to, like, have your channel come back to haunt you later, I still think it's you get to pursue a job in an industry you like. I don't know, like, for me, if, like, Toei showed up and they're like, you can work for Toei Animations, but you have to, like, delete all the channel or, like, private all the channel content you have, I don't know if I would do it unless they were paying me a lot of money. And gave me good work-life balance. It's one of those things where I'm just like, it will depend on how much you guys are willing to subsidize my life. So I've definitely had jobs where they're like, you need to change one major aspect of your lifestyle, and I'm like, no, I can't. I will not accept this job because you are asking of me something I am not willing to do it, and no matter how much pay you give, I don't want to cut that aspect out of my life. So there's definitely the push and pull of jobs. But I do wish that, like, I feel like Japan and Japanese companies are a little bit warmer to working with content creators, because they definitely, especially in the VTubing sphere, they're much quicker to sponsor somebody at, like, arm's length and do, like, a sponsored stream, especially gaming. They'll be like, play our game! We're not going to look into your history or require you to do anything other than play our game. And I think that's probably as close as it will get. But also, Toei has always been very, very, very sensitive about who they work with, because they won't even, Like, they had the whole incident where the Kamakita twins, the manga artists who used to work on Precure, did fan art of Nodoka and Madoka from Madoka Magica because they both share a voice actress. And Toei was like, get that, delete it, burn it. We don't want to be associated with Madoka. It's bad for the brand. Where it's like, I get that Madoka is a more adult magical girl series, and like, you don't want to accidentally promo that to children. But I'm like, I don't think this was a big enough deal that you had to like expunge this from the internet. I also love Jet Senpai so much. He's one of my favorite Precure boys. He's been great. He's been already very solid. He's a little doofy, but I love him. Toxic positivity? Yeah, there's a lot of... I think there's a level of, like, toxic positivity is much more normal. Also, if you do remember the names of the Precure hair accounts at any part of the stream... Oh, I'm trying to figure out how I will even look up. Because these people I know 100%. I think their usernames were fully in Japanese. Or at least, like, their presenting names were. Because I think your presenting name on Instagram is different than your, like, @ So... This is the problem where I need to follow less people on Instagram. Why do they do it? It's just fan art. Well, it's because the Kamakita twins were, like... Not that every piece of art that they did was, like, legally owned by Toei, but they were partnered with the brand, so... The brand was like, don't act like we associate with Madoka. Like, I don't, like, it could be anywhere between, like, we don't want to be associated with Madoka because we think it's a brand risk, or they're like, we don't want to get sued by, Aniplex for having art of their IP. Because Japan is also one of the worst countries when it comes to IP protection. Like, being like, you breathed the word, I don't know, Dragon Ball, we're suing you. We're suing you for your entire house. They're very, very crazy about that kind of stuff. But it's one of the reasons why I'm like, in theory, it would be great to work with the companies that I am a fan of, but I'm also like, their policies and contracts are terrible. Alright, I am like scrolling down my ungodly long list of people that I follow, just looking for Japanese characters, being like, that's one of the people I follow. And then I realize I follow a lot of Japanese accounts, it's not helpful. Japan in general is very strict. Yeah, they're very strict. And I get some of it, like being, you're in it, it's your culture and whatnot. But definitely whenever they hit anything international, they're like, every single person that's not Japanese is doing it wrong. And I'm like, buddy, the rest of the world is behaving away and it's just you. Like, trust and believe, when it's just America, I'll call out it being just America. But in this case, it's just you, bro. Alright. Is this no? I also follow so many figure accounts, because I forgot, like, when I first started my account, super deep into the figure community. Is this one of the hair? Nope. Somebody with just a cute room. I also am seeing so many deactivated accounts. I probably should go through my follower list and see who is no longer with us. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Oh my god, I feel like it's a blast from the past going back through there. Welcome in, Hanakoe! How are you today? Or no, Hanako edit. I can read. The sky pieces are hard to teleport. I know that's where it gets tricky, like it's very milk puzzly. You just have to start just fitting them together. Here's some fence. I think that's fence. I actually have no idea what that piece is. I think it's the funky fence on the second floor. Note to self, the building see, I'm learning, they have funky fence. Funky railing on the second floor of the Kyoto. Oh my god, okay. I'm scrolling. Can I find the... I wonder if I just type in Precure here, if they'll show up, or if they had, like... all the tags were in Japanese, and I'll never find it that way. I see Osaki World, and your account's dead. I'll follow you till the end of the world, Queen. You'll be back one day. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Jed has a hole in his chest. Somebody has to find his heart. You can't let him live like this. I found the person. Oh, I made it to the bottom and I did not find who I was looking for. I have one account of someone in Japan who's like a big Mermaid Melody fan, and she does really good cosplay, which is Rika Pearl Voice. She's very, very cute. Like, I'm finding all the other accounts that I love. Was not expecting the sudden instant. I will go to the ends of the world while you guys puzzle. You're the subway surfers in the background while I'm looking up this hairstylist who did it, and I'm trying. I swear to God, if she wrote her description in English or just like wrote English words, it's gonna make it 1,000 times harder for me to find her. I'm like doing a thorough look. I also don't know if Instagram is genuinely. Oh, Shiperu. I think it's Shiperu is the one who does the hairstyles. Yeah, she does. Okay. Let's see the last time she posted, because I don't know if she's been offline. Thank you, Instagram, for not giving me a date. Oh, she hasn't been active since October. Well, I'll still get her account and put it in chat. His heart is back. We did it. Let's go, chat. Here we go. This is her. She does Precure hairstyles and shows you how to do them in her reels. She also just does like normal photos and stuff. She's very kawaii. Highly recommend her. Also, if you guys ever get really cool content creators who do magical girly stuff, and I have not heard of them, don't gatekeep here. We will share. We will share the cuteness. About to drive home listening to the live stream on the radio feels like a very calm podcast. Oh, you are so sweet. Ironically enough, ours has a lot of visuals, but I feel like the background music is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Who are your top 5 best and worst pretty boys from across the franchise? This is an intense question. Okay. I love Picario. I love Ira. I love Jet. I love Kirwing, obviously. And I like Satoru. I think those are gonna be my top 5. I don't know who my least, because like typically a lot of the boyish characters, most of them are always like some flavor of good, and I don't typically hate them. I guess if we're gonna count, like, oh my god, so there's an account on Twitter called the Annie Bays, and they've been doing this like the monthly challenge for magical girls this month, like Magical Girl March. And one of the things that they did was like, one of the questions was like your least favorite magical girl villain, and I said Blue because that's the first thing that came to mind. I should have done Derizen. I hate that guy. I hate that guy. I guess he's a pretty boy. He sucks. He can burn. Oh my gosh, thank you for accepting my side quest in the middle. I got you. I got you. I can't sit here and, you know, drop information like that and then not follow it up with remembering the people I follow. I need to be better at names. But yeah, I also put the Annie Bays in chat. This is a Twitter thing. So, you know, obviously, if you don't use it, you don't use it. But these guys have been doing a Magical Girl challenge. If you want to, like, you know, quote retweet and join in with the prompts of the day. I don't think I've done today's, but I have to check if it's up. When there's one piece left and you gotta fight for it. I know, it's gonna turn into a little bloodbath at the end here. We still got Exotic Clam far in the lead for the leaderboard, followed by Expired Beak. Don't, guys, I'm bringing up the rear, but, like, you know, I'll have my moment. Not that I think there's 100 and... what? I need 150 pieces to catch up to be first, but you'll just watch me. I'll come in at the end and really fix up this puzzle. You know, the worst Japanese companies when it comes to copyright is Studio Ghibli. They're not doing enough, though. I need them to be actually worse with their copyright, because the AI stuff with the Studio Ghibli stuff was horrific to see. I was like, why have you not sued the crap out of OpenAI? I need you to do a solid for the rest of us. Also, reminder for anybody who was not here at the beginning for the puzzle, at the very top of the screen, which is off screen for me, there are icons at the top. The one that's shaped like a square with a landscape on it is for you to preview the puzzle if you don't know what we're doing. Like, if you don't know what things are supposed to look like in it. I love reminding people that the cheer grid is a legend for ending an abusive... Oh, we're talking about, like, the Derizen stuff with Nodoka. 100%. I think the way they handled that was so good. I'm so happy for the Linkies, but gosh, the stream... Oh, is it delayed? Oh, no. I don't know if reloading it will do any better. I am also on the purple site where there's less latency. If you don't want to be, like, 100% behind. YouTube, I think, has the max of 30-second delay, which is annoying. But nonetheless... Oh, you guys are really taking off with this puzzle. You're going all in. I'm like, can I snipe a piece in here? Is there something maybe I can look around? Like this? This is the stairs, surely? Oh, did it. Because I'm so good at puzzles. I also have been moving the pieces down to the rim so they're not really far off the screen, because sometimes people will be like, we need one more puzzle, and it's like out here in the void somewhere. So I try to move the pieces in for you guys. So that you may finish the puzzle. But at least I now get an idea. It takes us about an hour-ish to do around 500-ish pieces. Don't grab the back. And then now you guys are gonna make me find another image. I'm gonna have to pick another image to be our puzzler here in a minute. We're gonna finish this so quick. By the way, I'm Exotic Clam. I'm not talking. No, that's okay. You do not feel pressure to talk if you're locked in and doing the puzzle. You're on a mission. I appreciate your presence. And I appreciate your puzzling. You know, you really aren't lying about locking in because you have contributed like no other. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, I probably could look up while we are puzzling what the next few episodes are supposed to be. See what the summary said they were going to be. I have the images for them. Do I have the synopses? I have the synopses for episode 6, but we're one and done with that. Let's scroll back up and see if I can find the synopsis. Oh, when you be yapping in chat too much and you need to calm down. Oh, they did release a new image for the Ray Earth anime, which allegedly is coming out in fall. I don't know if I fully believe that. They've shown us nothing. They have been incredibly discouraging about getting this anime out this year. I'm like, ever since Madoka keeps delaying, I'm like, I don't know if Ray Earth is really gonna be this year. Like, you know, let's not lie to ourselves. But also, to be fair, I don't know if Clamp is really doing anything else. I think Shaft is working on a couple of anime right now, other than Madoka. Oh, here we go. I have the description. So we have Anna Goes to School is next episode. The episode following that is the introduction of Pretty Holic, which it looks like Pretty Holic is just going to be... The Kyoto Detective Agency is now going to double as a makeup store, so that's interesting. Which, you know, pop off, Jet. Jet, if you can make a bunch of makeup, live your best life, dude. And then the last one will be you can't just jump to conclusions. I don't know if I read the summary of what's happening. Oh, no, we're meeting one of the schoolgirls. I think we're specifically meeting that one blue-haired girl with the, like, diva outfit who's a little bit older. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Why is the Japanese copyright system such a pain? I don't know what specifically brought it on. I know part of it is, like, Japan was one of the latter countries to join the world on a big scale, so they're very protective of their stuff. They're very much like, Japan did this. Japan gets credit for being Japan, which is like, okay. But they're very, very big on like, this is mine. This is my thing. And I'm like, I'll let them have it. As long as they're not mean about it. I am kind of upset, because I don't know if you guys heard it. But there was, in New York, a Pokemon card store that also, like, I think it was like, kind of like, I guess it was mostly Pokemon themed because it had Poke in the name. That did like Pokemon card stuff. And they, unfortunately, in the middle of a really big party that they were having, like one of those big like events at the store ended up getting robbed, and they lost like $10,000 of like potential merchandise to sell. And then Nintendo's reaction was like, you guys have Poke in the name, we're going to sue you. And I was like, Nintendo! I was like, Nintendo, why are you guys gonna kick somebody while they're down? Like, also, I don't think Nintendo legally can really sit. Like, I get that it's like Pokemon themed, but Poke is not something I feel like they should be able to copyright at all. Because, like, are you gonna sue every Pokeball store that just sells, like, the dish? I don't know, Nintendo really sniffs out anybody who's remotely infringing on their brand, and they're like, we will now kill you in Minecraft. In Pokopia Minecraft. And I'm like, Nintendo! Don't do that. Don't be mean. This is Japan credited. Japan made this as a beautiful description of Japan. You're gonna tell me I'm wrong. But yeah, the one thing that Japan did do, or no, specifically Nintendo did recently, that I think was a better move, is that they are... I'm trying to remember which thing they're suing. Oh, they're suing the United States government for the tariffs, and I was like, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. Sue them and then return to me the tariffs that I paid on the Switch too. Please. I'm like, you can sue when it's that situation. All the characters are done. You guys locked in. Now you just have to fight for your lives with all of the blues in this image. I guess I should, like, come in here and, like, pretend to contribute. Alright, this piece belongs here, and I need the puzzle to stop telling me I'm wrong. I'm just gonna say that I am correct. I put the piece there, therefore it is right. Based retaliation against the tariffs. I'm just mad about the tariffs, man. They have been so bad. I even got an invoice. My Shugokara figure has finally shipped, the first scale from that series with Kotobukiya. And they were like, hey, can you give us like 5 extra dollary dues? And I was like, really? They're like, we need $5 more in tariffs. And I was like, you're gonna give me that right back. I'm telling you right now, I will be emailing you for that money. Anything that I bought between the months of April last year to April this year, I will be emailing you back for that tariff money. I figured it out. I'm a generous plant. Let's go. Crack that code. Yeah, at this point you can just start guessing things based on the shapes. JK, I immediately tried to do that and I was wrong. If there's a piece shaped like this, it goes right there. Maybe it's this one. Did it. I'm so smart. I am an ace puzzler. Don't look at my record here. I am an ace puzzler. Puzzler extraordinaire. Blue abadi. Literally, that is what I'm feeling with all these pieces. It's nothing but blues. Blues that you gotta identify. You gotta solve the mystery. Oh, we're coming in so clutch, and I think we're doing it. Yeah, we're almost doing it in exactly 1 hour. Guys, we're so good at puzzles, I'll have to increase the piece count. I remember what the count was for this one. I did 646. That's how many pieces we had here. Don't know why I did such an odd number. But Fight for your lives. Fight for your lives here at the end. Who's gonna get the last piece? Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? I think we have pieces. Oh god, where's the last piece? The piece is hidden somewhere in the piece. Guys, where's the piece? Oh, it's in her skirt! Ah, it was me! I finished it! We did it in 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 5 seconds, everybody. And then in a second, we can watch the time-lapse of how we did it. We can watch how we did it. Never mind. Subscription required. We won't be doing that. Let me turn this off so I can get the next one set up. Boop, 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 boop. Be gone. Y'all ate. Thank you. We did it, guys. Now the people who are locked in can say stuff while I set up the next puzzle. I think if this ends up being something, I'm debating getting a subscription for it because it's really, really fun. But for now, we can do the free version. Okay, I had another image downloaded for this. And the fact that I can't find it is... Here it is. Do this one. I think I'm expired break. Ah, let's go, Mila. How are you? I don't know if I've said hi to you today, but welcome in. That was faster than I thought. I know, it was too fast. You were too good. There will be a new pinned one for when I make this, by the way. Alright, I'm gonna cook us up to 800 pieces. I think we can do a max of 1,000, but I don't want to be here forever. Let's see if that generates. Now I gotta go. Thank you for contributing, SRP. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. We did it, folks. We did it. Alright, I'm gonna get the invite link going here. If it will just give it to me, that would be super, super stellar. And then I'm gonna make sure I did it. I did 66 pieces. 66 is a lot. The puzzle battle has ended for now. Yes. We have one crowned winner. I'm gonna figure out something I can do if people, like, get the most pieces for the puzzle. For now, we're just doing a trial run, but if we do, like, a puzzle Sunday again, maybe I'll, like, give somebody a membership or something. Alright. Let me pin this in both of the chats since we got a new one. Pin recent message. Pin recent message. New puzzle. Alright, then I can find my cursor wherever it has gone. Open the tier list back up. Here we go. This one's a tall puzzle. I feel like the puzzle is always very disconcerting at the beginning because it's just a mesh of color. Alright, I'm gonna go from the top and just start grabbing some of the edge pieces. Wacha. Wacha. Welcome in, Glitterim! How are you today? We are doing Precure Puzzles. We're on our second one, which will be our final puzzle. 700 pieces. What does it look like? We don't know. Link is pinned if you want to participate. Otherwise, I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. And I'm, like, trying not to accidentally lock in too much that I stop talking. But yeah, I also guess I could go through some of the magical girly pop news that we had this week. I don't think we had too much. I think there was an announcement for Catch Teeny Ping is getting another movie, which is awesome. So shout out to Catch Teeny Ping. I don't know if there's a great way to watch Heartspring, or Heartsping, the first movie. I would love to see it, though. The animation looks very, very good. Oh, that looks fun! It is so enjoyable. Never mind, the trenches is opened again. Oh, who shall be named Jigsaw, truly. Now I just sit back and relax and wait for people to get it looking like something. Yeah, you'll be like, I'll come in when it starts, like, moving around at the speed of sound. I got quiet again because I ended up logging in. Also, other cool content creator things that are going on this week. One, obviously, we have Glitter M in chat. She is a wonderful content creator. I highly recommend her. She also does reviews, but she does a live stream for her Precure review if you want to talk live about your feelings of the latest episode. We also have Hey Honeykey, who does incredibly good 3D work. I don't... correct me if I'm wrong, do you use MMD for it? does very, very lovely Precure MMD stuff, if I am not mistaken. Highly, highly recommend, especially if you guys love any of like the dance stuff, or you want to see your favorite Precure characters in 3D. Highly, highly recommend. Also, for people, there's also Chrissy Plays Dress Up, who I'll pull her Instagram. She's been doing streams. She does 3D modeling, specifically of stuff that she's going to 3D print. So instead of like digital 3D modeling, she does stuff that's going to be printed. Chrissy has been doing streams more recently where she's been either hanging out with other really cool Black Magical Girl content creators, or she's just like hanging out when chilling. Very, very good chill vibes if you just want to hang out, listen to some pretty music, and see some really cool technology. Because like honestly, I am very obsessed with watching her 3D model, because I 3D model only digitally, but it's fun to see what 3D modeling is like for 3D printing. Not the sneezing. Can you connect pieces outside the puzzle? Absolutely, there's a lot of free space, so if you like lock into a character and you want to like do them off screen, you can go like over in a corner and like work on a character off the puzzle, so it's not like clogging up the main space. But yes, I had the link for Chrissy. I'm gonna put it in the chats. She is incredibly, incredibly sweet. Last time I was in one of her streams, she was doing, if you guys know Bunmira, who's also another person in the or not just Precure space, but the Magical Girl space, who does her own little, like, series that she's been doing on TikTok and Reels and stuff, I think, as well as YouTube, but I don't remember off the top of my head if I've seen her YouTube account as much as I've seen her other accounts. But Bunmira does, like, her own Magical Girl story that she does with Cosplay and Friends, and it's very, very good. Highly recommend her as well. But, Chrissy was making her, like, scepter to 3D print, like a little wand that she has for it, and I will also drop her in chat if you have not already followed her. Oh, and my YouTube froze when I tried to post it. Go. Yes, MMD. I've been doing MMD stuff for 15 years. I love to show my love of Precure MMD. MMD's so cool. I think it's the one that I have not gotten into in terms of 3D stuff, but I love the people who do stuff. I mean, I loved Vocaloid MMDs when I was younger, but it's really cool to see Precure and, like, see all these little dance covers of it. So yes, Hey Honey Key does really incredible work there as well. So many lovely people who do so many different things in the, not just Precure community, but all of the Magical Girl community. Very exciting. On Friday, I went downtown LA and I saw a bunch of fake K-pop Demon Hunters merch and a lot of Zoe dolls that look like Musa from Wings Club and Zoe. Not the knockoffs. Oh my god, I think they're doing voting for one of the, like, I get them all mixed up. Is it the Oscars? Which one's the award show that does movies? They're doing voting for that right now, and K-pop Demon Hunters is up, and girl, you know I want that to win. Oh my god, I met Chrissy Plays Dress Up at MomoCon. Oh my god, I wish I could meet her at a con. I have not gone to cons in a hot minute. She is such a sweetheart. I met Bunmira at Anime NYC though. But Chrissy is so great. She had really, really good cosplays for Tropical Rouge. She has like the cutest Cure summer cosplay I've ever seen in my whole dang life. She's so bubbly and happy and so cute. I'm gonna step off the puzzle game, but it was kind of fun. That's totally fine, but I can still chat. As long as you're not in classes, Mojave. As long as you're not in class. But yes, we would love to have you here. I thought I heard D&D. Oh my god, I'm wondering what a D&D... So, that's actually funny you bring that up. One of the, like, bajillion ideas I have that I'd like to do in the future is I would love to get a bunch of Magical Girl content creators together. And I'd have to make it kind of short because D&D never lasts very long, but I would love to do a Magical Girl D&D campaign, which is going to be a big commitment for a lot of people, so I know it's not super practical. But, I would love to do a D&D campaign where, like, the first day we just roll for, like, what your character's gonna look like, what color you're gonna be, what powers you have, and then, like, I'd have to write a whole campaign for, actually, like, going around with your friends and stuff, and I think it'd be really, really fun to do that at some point, but I think I'd have to, find people who could commit. It's Sunday for me, so I don't have school. Good, good, good. But yes, I would love to do some kind of, like, magical girl D&D thing. Oh my gosh, my poor hearing has exposed the plan! Listen, it'd be so fun. You could also just do a Precure one. Oh my god, that sounds fun. I love D&D. Alright. I'm gonna hold you to that. You know, when the time comes, hey Honeykey, I might be like, hey, so I heard you like D&D. So I think it'd be a lot of fun. It would take a lot of organization and commitment, and I'd have to make the campaign very, very short, because I cannot imagine a lot of people will be able to do too many sessions, and for very long. A magical girl D&D campaign would be lovely. Mage armor already be as flavored as transformations. Oh god, it'd be so fun. I also want to do, like, a secret role for everybody so that they have some role in the story. Like, their character has some, like, secret to them, but you have to roll, and then your number will determine what your random role will be. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. But I also know that there's, like, a lot of D&D etiquette, too, so I'm like, I don't want to piss anybody off by, like, your player acts, like, plot twist is actually from the future because you rolled a 1 on the first day. Bet. Yes! Locked in. If you want to know what I got downtown LA, I got a fake but cute Hello Kitty plush, 2 phone cases, and a bunch of jewels, and a Sailor Moon one. Let's go. I wonder what magical spells would be like in a magical girl themed D&D. It would definitely be like, I would just reskin everything to be very normal magical girly stuff. Alright, I'm gonna lock in and do a little bit of this bottom row, because I feel like I can figure it out if I try hard enough. Never mind, it looks so samey. Alright, some of these are already locked in. Excellent. We'll solve it. We'll solve it yet. It's already played, Gabo Magical Gal. There's also so many magical girl video games that, I've seen that are very much, like, smaller titles, but they look very fun. I know there's one, like, visual novel magical girl where the girl's, like, really pink and got twin tails. I really want to play that. I've heard it's good from the people who have played it before. Alright, I said I would lock in, and I immediately am like, well, none of these fit. Fake and bootleg merge can be funny sometimes. It's so... like, if you ever just need to get a little laugh in for a day, I highly recommend looking at bootleg Sailor Moon stuff. It is atrocious in the best possible way. Also, it is finally spring here. I'm very happy that it's finally warm. I know that canonically speaking, spring is like not until the 20th or something, but it's hot today. I'm like debating if I need to do something because my office is getting mighty, mighty hot. But I'm like, I don't care, it's spring. I don't have to sit here and be stuck indoors anymore. I literally had a very funny conversation with my friend about, springtime, because he's like, oh my god, now that it's warm, I can stop going out. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, I don't go out when it's... I don't like to go out when it's warm, but I go out in the, like, winter. And I'm like, well, why do you go out in the winter? It's cold. I hibernate. Winter becomes my premium hibernation station. Alright, I keep putting these pieces together and I don't belong, and it's driving me mad. Welcome in, Tunes and Fun. How are you? Welcome in, Cinnamon. How are you as well? We are doing a puzzle. You are able to join with the link above if you want to lock in and solve the puzzle with us. We are, I'm not showcasing the image, but you might be able to deduce which promo image this is. As I fight for my life at the bottom of the screen with these edge pieces. I think we still need more edge pieces. I'm like cheating. Oh! No! It didn't like me cheating. It destroyed my puzzle. Okay, we're still alive. Puzzle's still here. Also, today is daylight savings. Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Stop. Is it tonight or did it happen last night? I'm off tomorrow, which means I'm just gonna sleep. Stop. It is. It is. Is this the one where we lose an hour? Thank God I'm off tomorrow. I know that I think the one in the warm time sucks and the one in the cold time is good. Maybe? Either way, that's crazy. But it finally means we're gonna get sunlight. I just remember that in the winter, it's 5 o'clock and dark, and that hurts my feelings severely. I got an eye, guys. I'm on the board. Cheater, pumpkin eater. Called out. I'm called out for my puzzle sins. God, I'm so glad. I'm also jealous because I think Leo told me that in Brazil they were like, what if we just got rid of daylight savings? And I was like, you guys can just do that? Like, hear me out. Let's just delete it here. As a prime hater of daylight savings. Also, that sucks for me because I was in my car recently and I was driving my sister and she changed, like, my time has been wrong in my car for, like, the entire winter. And, like, last week she changed it. And I was like, don't change it. And she's like, well, now it's on the correct time. And I was like, now it's gonna be wrong for the entire duration of summer. I lost 1 hour of sleep. No! Like, give me that hour back. You could just delete daylight savings time. It could be so good. I'm the biggest fan of daylight savings. Oh my god, does this mean for time between you and I, are we closer or are we farther away now? I'm in the puzzle, so I'm gonna need you to have to Google that for me. Are we more, is this better for us or worse? Because at some point I'm very close to Brazil time, and then another part of the year I'm not close to Brazil time. Oh, no, put it back. I'm like, it's way better if I'm closer. I know at one point in the year I'm either completely opposite of Japan or I'm one off from Japan, and I'm like, cool. So whenever people are like, oh, it's like 9 a.m. JST, and I was like, that's 9 p.m. EST. It's easier for my brain. Lunch is complete. Back to the puzzle trenches. Welcome back in. It's 2 p.m. here. Okay, so it's 1 p.m. here, so we're an hour off. I'm the biggest hater of daylight saving. Oh my god, yes. We need more haters. We need this. I support hate if it's daylight savings time. No, I don't need all that. God, I remember going to school as a kid, and it's just, they're like, daylight savings is so that it's, like, brighter in the morning, and I go to school at, like, 6 a.m., and I'd just be sitting out on the playground in the darkness, which I feel like was the greatest piece of torture I ever was subjected to in my youth. I don't understand why school was like, I guess it's like a liability thing. They're like, all the kids are outside on the playground, and they can't come indoors, and I was like, let me inside! Where it's heated, it'd be like -5 degrees, and they're like, stand outside on the playground and enjoy your enthusiasm. We don't let people in till 7 a.m. And I would just stand outside freezing for an hour. And I'm like, I will die. I think there were times where I just had to lie and be like, I need to go to the bathroom, and I would just like, I just camp out at the bathroom being like, heat. I'm sure people in more southern / equator-esque locations cannot relate to that. But God, sitting outside before school in the freezing cold was cruelty. I'm trying to find eclair pieces. Oh, I love that. That's a method. Everybody pick a cure and solve. That reminds me of my middle school and high school days. High school was better for me because high school, they were like, you can come inside. They're like, you're mature enough to not do something terrible. And I was like, I feel like it's precisely the age of people doing terrible things, but I will come in nonetheless. I will value the warmth. But most of the time they let us go sit in the library, and I'm like, I love the library. We've got computers, and on the computers I will watch anime on YouTube. 3 partes sub español. I'll just put that over there. Oh my god. It's not 100% you'll see a wild nobility in the playground at 6 a.m. But it's never 0. Stay cautious. Me on the playground about to walk up to you and try to get you to talk about Sailor Moon with me. I'll be like, who's your favorite Sailor Scout? Who's your favorite Sailor Scout and why is it Jupiter? The library, my sanctuary. The library was great. I think I didn't fully appreciate the library when I was a small child. But I definitely, once I realized that there were computers and unmitigated anime watching I could do, things changed. Things change when you get anime access. I watched all of Sailor Moon in that library. All of Inuyasha and all of Sailor Moon. Like a crazy person. I would always sit down close by the gym with my friends all the time before school started in high school. There you go. The problem with my friends, and I don't know why this was a trend with my friendship group, everybody showed up late. Like, I was terrified of showing up late because I was a girl who did not get detention. I was a not detention girly. But all of my friends always showed up 5 minutes after the bell. To be fair, one of my friends, girl, I don't know what her family was doing, but they commuted from, like, an hour away. And so she was always at the mercy of whenever her parents could drag her in. But I was like, oh, can you please be here earlier? I'm always on the playground by myself because I'm the only person here early. Because my parents are like, go to school. They're like, leave the house, go to school. And I'm like, no, but the house is warm. And then eventually they were like, drive your sister to school. And I was like, no, you can't make me. I love the library. The library is great. I'm always kind of curious in hindsight what books my library had. What are they called? There was that one set, I don't know if they're encyclopedias or periodicals or whatever, but there's like that overly expensive like textbooks where they like allegedly are the textbooks of everything in alphabetical order. Girl, we had those and I was like, I have no desire to use them. Like, I think we had fun books somewhere in the library, but most every book we would have would be like, they'd always give us an assignment in school, and they'd be like, ho, go read books, go find, you can't use the internet to research the thing you're looking up, you have to use books, and I was like, none of these books in this library cover the topics that we have. Like, I would look up ones like, the health problems of worms, and I'm like, there's no book in here. There's no book in here that's going to tell me anything about worms. Please let me use Wikipedia. IDKY, taking absence is more, breath relieving than being late. I honestly being ridiculously early, I think had a better peace of mind than ever being late. I had one girl who was late to the, SATs, and then she got a perfect score on them, because of course she did. She was the valedictorian, too. I had a friend, like, my best friend ended up being the valedictorian, but, like, her entire existence was forgetting everything all of the time. Like, I remember we had a 10-page essay that she didn't realize until the lunch period before it was due. And she was like, I'm not gonna eat lunch and I'm just gonna work on this. And she got it finished and then she got 100 on it. And I was like, girl, are you bribing the teacher? How? She was very psychotic when it came to how much she procrastinated and how much it ended up working out for her. But she had a really good, like, I'll be honest, there's people who kind of, you know, you're not a big fan of in school, where they're like, I'm the smartest person in school, I get the perfect grades, I'm better than everyone else. Like, I very much was like, girl, I hope you're not valedictorian, you kind of suck. But when my late friend ended up being the valedictorian, she had a very cute speech where she made a joke where she's like, I wrote this speech while I was sitting in the chairs before it was my turn to come. I procrastinated on this. I procrastinated on everything. I'm going to Harvard. Oh, and it felt good. There's something like about like, yeah, the humblest person in the room is kind of the ideal person to get valedictorian. But ironically, we actually had 2 valedictorians, which another one was a super duper nice girl who just was like a sweet bean. And I was like, I had no idea that you were going to be the valedictorian. I did not see that coming. And she's like, you know it is. I had good grades, but I never talked about them. She was just, like, notoriously a nice person. And I was like, thank God, because all the people who are very vocal about getting good grades got nothing, as they should. It teaches you not to be a braggy, sassy, I'm trying to come up with a good, silly way to say it, but nothing's coming to mind. Yeah, don't be a sassy Sue. Be humble and nice. And then you won't have me sitting in the corner hoping you lose. I don't know why I keep trying to do the leaf pieces up there. I know they're all at the bottom of the frame somewhere. Down here. The best person in class is truly never the person you expect. Exactly. I could never do that. I would get stressed out day 1 with any big assignment. My anxiety did 2 things. My anxiety was either like, I'm doing the assignment the exact moment I get it, or I will forget it exists and do it the last minute. And they'll be panicked the entire time. School was intense and rough, and I don't know how I came out as an AB student. But it worked out. I did all that hard work, and then I was like, I'm gonna be an art major. I'm like, they're like, you got great grades, you can go anywhere for college, and I was like, I'm going to art school. My parents were like, where did we go wrong? But I will say, getting good grades helped with art school because it made art school cheaper. So if you like art and you don't like school, you still have to do good at school because it makes it significantly cheaper to go to art school if you have good grades. Life advice with Noblest Tea. Alright. One other thing I wanted to get checked. Oh my god, I had a moment this week with Disney fairies. So I'm like, I've had this random obsession every couple months where I'm like, I remember that I really liked the Disney fairies series, and I've done some deep dives. And I think I was on like the Reddit for it or something, because they're redoing Pixie Hollow, which is a really good video game. But somebody was like, hey, do you guys know who the illustrator is for all those images? And I was like, I do not actually off the top of my head have any clue who the illustrator is who does all the really cool book images for the Disney fairy books, because it's really, really iconic artwork attached to it. And so I went on a deep dive trying to figure it out who it is, because Disney's really bad about like not telling anybody who their artists are, which is incredibly frustrating. Where in the world does this piece go? Hello? Hello, it can't fit anywhere. Am I crazy? One of these is not attached, that's why. I figured it out. I'm a genius. But then I went on a deep dive, and that was a sad tale, because then I found out that the person had passed away like a couple of years ago. And I was like, no, the artist is gone, I'm so sad. Not you guys dancing back. I'd like to thank you guys for 100 subscribers! Congratulations, Toons! I'm so glad! Congrats, congrats! I'm once again cooking with Eclair. I see you're popping off in the corner. I see a really good answer going, and I see a really good Eclair popping off. So far, what are your ranking of Star Detective team on the fashion prospects? In terms of their outfits, I like them a lot. Is there an argument that they're not super detective-y? Perhaps. Perhaps there's a discussion about it being not as detective-y as it possibly could be. But I don't care. I think they're really pretty. I really like these outfits a lot. I think the only thing I don't like, and this has always been a weird thing that I've had a hang up on, I don't like ties. I've never liked ties. I don't like ties. But you know what? They like ties. So I let it slide. They're not the ugliest ties in the universe. But I'm like, ooh, but if we turn the ties into like maybe bows, I'd be on board. But whatever, ties are very synonymous with detectives, kind of. Sort of. I don't even know where I get that from, but I do feel like that's a thing. But it is what it is. I'm close to 2K. Oh, let's go! So many milestones for everybody. But yeah, I love their outfits. I'm curious to see our Eclair move around because she has the most interesting outfit to me because it's kind of got that like summery vibe to it in an interesting way. And then I absolutely love Arcana Shadows, hands down. Easily my favorite one. It's gonna be interesting to see if that thing changes colors at all. I'll have big opinions on it when it happens, inevitably. In terms of their civilian outfits, Anna's looks too much like Iroha's and it keeps messing me up. Mikuru, we've only really seen her in outfits, like her school uniform and her detective outfit, casual detective outfit, look way too similar to one another. But she's cute, very detective-y. And then Arcana Shadow looks like she goes to Catholic school. I'm trying to figure out what that's about. I feel like the ties are associated with detectives since the police wear them. Is that it? That must be it. Like, I associate with him, but I'm like, Sherlock just wore a shawl. I don't remember him necessarily having, like, a tie in most of his iterations. But I'm like, something about, like, the little BB ties that is very detective. I'm trying to think about it. Like, when I think of detective, I constantly think of Professor Layton. Like, the entire time I made the thumbnail for here, I'm like, that reminds me of a puzzle. I don't know if anybody here remotely knows anything about Detective Layton, but that's where my brain goes. Or Professor Layton. Professor Layton. Does he have a tie or has he just got like his brown shirt? Someone's got a tie. I can feel it in my bones. Okay, so he has a normal shirt. Luke has a bow tie. Classier, we like bow ties. Looking at this puzzle for some reason made me think Jet being a cure in the middle, maybe becoming a fourth member with Mikuru, Anna, and Pochitan looks so perfect and cute. He's here. He like literally he's a cure. He's right there. Cure Jet. The cure plane. Hello, welcome in, Liza. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about the new episode. Are you conflicted? Is it because of Niji? What brings on the trepidatious feels? Oops, I did not mean to move that. That's somebody's hard work over there. Alright, the frame is looking really framed. Proud of our work. I'm gonna go back to just zooming out and making the pieces coming closer. I'm back in my just like resorting mentality. I also don't know how much the music is out of sync from me. So I remember when I streamed back in the day and I had background music on more frequently, the music would not be at the same time as me or like it'd be delayed. And I'm like, no, if I sing along, it sounds psychotic because it's not at the same time. I'm hoping that's not a problem presently, but who knows? Nami. There's some psycho people who will stream and then have the stream sound in their own headphones and they'll hear themselves talk, and I cannot do that. I think I would perish if I tried. I'm like, I cannot listen back to my own voice while talking. My brain will just shut down immediately. Especially if there's any kind of delay. Alright. I'm trying to figure out, because I'm trying not to look at the image so you guys can look at the image, but I don't. Is the logo down here? Because that seems to be where we're, like, congregating all of the the letters, but then Star Precure is up here. That should be at the bottom if it's anywhere. Where is the logo in this image? Send help, I can't find it. Oh wait, I found this piece. This goes up here, doesn't it? Nope. That's a lie. Oh, there's just, the pieces are all, like, strewn about. Surely? Nope. Nope. Is there another blue Thengu on the screen? Is there another blue one of these? Oh god, Makoto jewels? Because where else? I guess there's a darker blue one. This is like more of an aqua. How many Makoto jewels are on the poster? We're gonna learn. Wait, there's one down here. I see it. This is somewhere over here. So there's a dark blue and there's like an aqua. Alright, that locked in. Ace Detective. I figured it out against all odds. Like, I see some of the logos over here. Like, how many times do they say to Star Detective around the image? Nonetheless. Alright, there's a more... How many blue ones are there? This one's, like, really aqua-y. I don't think this one goes up here. No, it's too aqua. This, though. This could be it. Yeah! We get in there. I gotta go for some time. I might not be able to come back. That's totally fine. Have a good day. On one hand, I should be happy that Niji's alive. On the other hand, I know he might be gone around episodes 9 and 10 when Arcana Shadow debuts in April. That's why I'm confused after the new episode. I don't think they're gonna get rid of him too quickly. It seems like the band will stick around for some time. I feel like this is not a season where they're gonna get rid of them super quickly because they've introduced all of them very early on, which is something they don't normally do. So I imagine, especially with his voice actor, unless they just don't want to pay the voice actor anymore, like the voice actor is literally Kirito. I doubt they're gonna get rid of him super duper quickly. Like, he is famous. That doesn't go there. That is not correct. Alright, I need to stop filling out the piece. That's not how you solve the puzzle. Whatever this is, this connects. I can feel it in my bones. I just need to keep Niji alive. I feel that. I do headcanon that after this experience, Niji will have PTSD. He might turn into, what? Oh god, I'm gonna get it wrong. Batamonda, where Batamonda spent the rest of the, like, show just being traumatized. He's like, I've been very traumatized since that one time that Cure Sky stood up to me. She was very intimidating, and I've never recovered from a teenage girl being like, you suck. Which, honestly, kind of fair. Alright, I feel like I'm cooking here. Oh, yes, let's go. Is this the jewel? Am I about to really pop off? No. I did. Never mind. I'm amazing. Happy International... Oh my god, it is International Women's Day for International Women's Month. Let's go, ladies. Let's go, women. Woo! Happy day. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy. I, like, want to do the frame, but the problem is the frame's on every side. And so I could be trying to fight for my life on one side, and this actually goes the other. I'll just start making a pile here. We're gonna just take all the edge, the frame pieces, and I'm gonna start shoving them over here. I didn't mean to pick that up. You guys surely are down here somewhere. Let's go, women! Let's go, ladies! Also, if I had not said hi already, welcome in, Puka! How are you today? What's your favorite and least favorite cookie? I love a good basic chocolate chip. I love a good basic chocolate chip cookie. Least favorite? Dude, there's so many to choose from. Like, I think it's offensive that anybody ever offers me oatmeal raisin or white macadamia nut. I literally... I've been bad before. I've literally told people, oh no, I have a nut allergy, just because I don't want to eat it. I don't like nuts that much. I'm like, no, I have a nut allergy. Don't offer me nuts. Don't do that. Nuts are no goo. Did it? Did it take a lot of trial and error until it clicked? Maybe. But it is what it is. I think we did figure out where the logo is, so if people want to pop off on the logo, we can do that. I did not mean to accidentally find exactly where that went. She's good at puzzles! I didn't know it was International Women's Day was a thing until last week. To be fair, I didn't really know it was a thing, and I've been on this planet for how many years? Steals all the oatmeal raisin for herself. Enjoy it! You can have it! I will shove it onto your plate. I love Women's Day! Also, if I have not said hello to you, Mew Princess, welcome in! How are you today? How do you see the OG image? Oh, at the very top of the screen, it's cut off on mine. There are icons at the very top up here, and there's one that's shaped like it's a square with a landscape on it. That's the preview for the puzzle. You can toggle it on and off, like, it will come up like that, and then you can toggle it on and off. For people who are doing it. I am making it harder for myself and not using the image. I'm in love with ooh, a good sandwich cookie is really good. I'm glad those popped off because I just remember they were like chip witches when I was a little kid. But now I've seen like artisan bakeries will sell their own, and I'm like, yes, don't let them copyright that. Make your own. I've also like, I get the Costco cookies. Oh my god, Costco chocolate chip cookies. Like, let's talk about those for a minute. They're really good. I get the Costco chocolate chip cookies that are so squishy and soft and delectable. And then I get, like, my favorite ice cream. Like, I'll get cake batter because I clearly want to have a heart attack. And I'll shove it between those two cookies and I'll make my own little homemade ice cream sandwich. And it's the best experience I've ever had for myself. Is it terrible for my health and my teeth? Maybe! But I love the sugar crash. And I do it once in a blue moon. I'm in love with the cookie crate. I've never done Cookie Run. I just know that people take it, like, so seriously. I'm doing good. I'm glad! I live under a rock. No worries. No worries. I feel you there. They're like 2 Japanese blurbs. No, this is where we all need to like learn Japanese right quick. Okay, but is it not a question mark? Should this not be somewhere over here? Because isn't the thing... Is it an exclamation point and a question mark? I thought it was just, like, this should be, like, right there. I'm just gonna over... That's how it's supposed to look. My word now. That I randomly locked in. I don't know how I did that. Would love an International Women's Day episode in Precure. Oh, that would be so cute. I feel like they're so busy at the beginning of seasons that they would never do it. In the same way we don't have a Valentine's Day episode. For my monthly report on March, I have no choice about drawing us crying about Niji's death unless 8 will impress me so much I'll change my direction. I think next episode is Goemon. For the maze episode, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're getting a maze episode. Show me some powerful women in Japanese history. Yes! It's Women's Day. Name a woman. Or you're a fake fan. I'm just gonna start, like, shoving all these guys over here. There's somewhere to do with the frame. Because they got that yellowy gold. The iconic Precure yellow gold. I may have been a little too overzealous with this puzzle and how many pieces, but I feel like we're cooking. I also see that someone's, like, gathered a bunch of Cure answer pieces over here. I like to see everybody's little islands that they've made. I know hiragana and it doesn't help in this case! I just know it's supposed to say meitante. I know that's what that says, but you have to find the rest of the Japanese to sort that out. I guess I'll make a little, like, we'll make a new file over here for the Japanese letters. So we can at least complete the logo. Like, at least if we get the outer rim of it, maybe. I don't know, it's all very confusing looking. Whew. Well, that was me. Pop off! Pop off! I know Chinese characters. Ooh! We can do this! We can work together! This is the teamwork. This is the teamwork that they discuss Also, I think these are Japanese characters, just really, really tiny. Girl, I don't know where they had that. Metante cure ansu. Cause is the tiny hiragana, isn't it usually under or is it above on this case for the logo? Girl, see, this is not me not knowing the logo well enough. Unfortunately, due to what's happening in the world, Kurokana Shadow plush delivery will be postponed till May for understandable reasons. No! What a lie! The delays and the tariffs are evil. Evil. Oh, I found somebody's mouth. This must be Mikuru, or Mystique's. Did it. I love that we shoved Pochitan down here. Oh, Pochitan's holding the hiragana. We're cracking the case. I like peanut butter cookies, I just don't like the actual nut in my cookies, and raisin cookies should be in the dumpster fire because they're trash. Can doesn't like it. Ah, agree. Kind of low-key agree. Low-key, I feel you. Oh, I don't get them dang nuts and raisins out of my thing. Like, what are we, in ancient times? Are we back to being hunter-gatherers? I don't want my nuts and berries. I want my choco chips. I want my sugar crash. I don't know. I think with, I don't dislike the taste of raisins. Well, actually, no. I can't really have too many raisins because I'm allergic to grapes, but I think it's a texture thing. I don't think I like the texture. The taste is okay, but the texture's awful. And there's something about, like, a chunk of chocolate doesn't bother me, but I hate biting into a nut, because it feels like I'm not supposed to be eating it. I don't know, this is my weird food faux pas, is just, like, you bite into a nut, and you're like, wait, is this a thing I'm supposed to be eating? It's like when you get something in your mouth that you know you're not supposed to have, like, a hair or, like, paper or something, you're like, oh, no, this does not belong here, abort. Mission over. Alright, I'm figuring out these weird... the blue sea foamy pieces. I'm locking in. I'm coming back. Metante kya mystique. The logo saga of the puzzle trench. Everyone comes together to build around the problem. Friendship between the battle of beautiful. This is what Precure is all about. This is what they wanted us to do all along in this SAI. Peanuts getting stuck in the teeth are the reason why I rarely eat Snickers chocolate. Oh my god, so valid. Taking Japanese classes in college helped me learn so much about hiragana, katakana, and kanji, and a lot of kanji were a nightmare to learn. I know, like, none kanji. I know moon/month, and that was just one. That's not even two. Alright, I'm moving some of these down here so we can get more visuals on what we're looking at. Like, this is some letter over here. Are you telling me this is not the... Are you telling me this is not correct? Are you telling me it doesn't go there? Girl, it looks right in multiple places. Are you for reals? The third one I tried. My favorite cookie is white chocolate and pistachio. I've never gotten into pistachios before, but man, they're popping off right now with the Dubai chocolate combo. Which is very... I'm learning that a lot of people are pistachio fans. It just tastes kind of like nothing to me. But I did this cute thing where I was at Costco and I visited my grandfather afterwards, and he always got pistachio ice cream when we were kids. And so I brought him the Dubai chocolate set from Costco, and my grandma was like, you can't buy that anymore. And I was like, what happened? And he's like, he ate it all in one sitting. And so now he's been banned by the Dubai chocolate. He was too addicted. I was too good with my gift giving. Ironically, the kanji will probably be easier for me since I know some Chinese and a lot of it is mostly the same. Oh, let's go! Let's go! Also, shout out for learning Chinese. My little sister took Chinese in school, and she's like, girl, this language is not easy. She's like, girl, this language is very, very hard. And I'm sitting over in the corner like, I took Latin! I'm like, what's hard? I took Latin. We don't have to talk. Language is I'm so bad at languages. It was one of those things that... part of me is sad that I'm bad at languages, but at the same time, I do not regret being a math kid. Because everybody who hates math sounds like their lives are absolutely miserable. They're like, if you hated math in school, you were cooked. And I'm like, you know, I do like me some math, but it is unfortunate I'm bad at languages, because every time somebody's like, I'm in a foreign country, I'm like, I wish I could help by magically knowing every language. Wish I had a gummy that made me multilingual. But I cannot help. I don't know anything. And the few times I cosplay somebody who can talk other languages is embarrassing for me. I like peanut butter, especially the creamy kind. I just don't like the actual nuts themselves. Oh, I love, yeah, same. I like peanut butter. But it's one of those things where it's like, it's amazing that if you crush something enough, it can turn into that, because like, the concept of peanut butter to me is wild. I'm like, but peanuts are so dry and not liquids. And then peanut butter's like, we're so smooth. Though I did watch this one video where they had a recipe, and in the recipe they were like, use almond butter, and I was like, what the heck is almond butter? And I was like, oh, it's just peanut butter, but they used almonds instead of peanuts. And I've like that. I have no idea if it's any healthier. I don't know if like almonds trump peanuts in the health department, but I'm like, almond butter do be tasting like peanut butter, so I mean, I might as well just keep going with it. My family's Chinese, so I have some oh, let's go! But it's really hard to memorize, and my vocab is horrible. The sounds don't tell you what the character looks like and vice versa. Fair enough. In an alternate universe invented multiple language gummies instead of AI. God, I wish. I think that's the one thing I wouldn't mind if AI was actually better on, but it's just consistently been bad for the longest time. I will say it's getting a little bit of a bump, is that I would not mind if AI got better at translating. Not like, I don't want like manga and stuff translated, like, let me make this very clear. But like, in general, if I'm like, I want to understand this YouTube video, I want live translations that are good. I want it to auto-subtitle it. And like, I want it in 50 languages, and I want the subtitling to be really, really nice. Because I just want to know what other people are saying. There's so many videos, and it's like, Google Translate has been terrible the whole time, and I'm like, have they ever tried to improve it? Did they just make Google Translate like 20 years ago and then never, ever optimized it? Random question, do you like Nutella? I love Nutella. I just forget it exists all the time. That's like my one bad with Nutella, is that I have like a jar of Nutella in the cabinet, and I am like, I never have a use for the Nutella, because I'm like, ooh, I have to be in the mood for a little treat, but then I get a different treat. But I love Nutella. I used to have a friend who would always make one of those like quote-unquote s'more sandwiches where they would take the peanut butter, Nutella, and then like a little bit of like that marshmallow stuff that I don't remember the name of, but it's like, it's that marshmallow spread, and then we make that, and it tasted really good, and it also was diabetes, but it was good. It was a good time, but it would probably kill you. What did we lock in there? Okay, I did it. Pop off me. Welcome in, Marcos. How are you today? Almost missed alive. Don't worry about it. We're just doing puzzles today, chilling out. This is gonna be my last stream for a while, so we're just hanging and filling out this puzzle, and stream will end when puzzle finishes. When puzzle ends. I think that YouTube should bring back fan captions. Oh, I missed that. I literally, when I did Magical Murmur, since the videos were short, I had somebody who would do the Spanish translation for me. And then in the middle of doing that, they got rid of it, and I was like, no, but she, like, did my Spanish translations. I wanted to get to know the Spanish magical girly community more. Though, to be fair, I think I have a really large following now with the, Southeast Asian, specifically Indonesian, community. I get most comments on the daily, in, like, I don't know if it's Bahasa Indonesian or if it's Tagalog, because I don't necessarily know the difference between them, because I think Malay is also really, really similar. But I get a lot, and I'm starting to learn... If there's any words that I learn in other languages, it's the word I want, or how to buy. I know that in so many different languages, because that is what is cool. Like, that's what's said most on my video. I just had some s'mores last summer. Oh, s'mores are so good. They're so reminiscent of a good time. I like that Precure has a bright and colorful art style. I've noticed a lot of magical girl series tend to have this, as they should. In a world of like really dingy colored stuff, we need some bright vibrancy. Oh, nice puzzling time. My sis loves puzzles of Disney and other places. Oh, that's so fun. When I was a kid and a teenager, I tried to build some cities and dinosaur puzzles. Oh, so good. I feel like the pandemic really brought puzzles back, but there's such a fun community thing to do, and I love that there's a virtual version of it. And then I can just upload custom images and we can do our own little puzzles. The only thing I'm good at cooking on my own is egg scrambles. Fair enough. Before the rise of AI, reading the Brazilian mangas like Cardcaptor Sakura and some Pokemon were good translated. Oh, God. I definitely think, like, it's gonna suck when there's a lot of English translations that end up being AI generated, but I feel like other languages that have, like, smaller countries that, like, have a population size for them are gonna get screwed over even worse. Like, say, like, for example, something like Germany, where, like, Germany's really, like, one of the only countries where they're speaking a lot of German. It's like, they're gonna get, like, the worst translations under the sun. If they're gonna get anything at all, it's gonna be bad, which really bums me out. Like, I just don't, like, I get using, maybe a program to, like, run the original translation, but then have somebody who can actually speak the language run back and go through it. Like, I don't think that AI should be flat out firing the people who can translate in the first place. I think you should have your designated translator who, like, stream come back. Stream died. Stream come back. Stream live. Type 1 if you're alive. I also realized I've been doing this whole stream and I didn't put in my Ethernet cord, so that was a choice. Stream, are you alive? Type 1 if you live. Type 1 if you alive. At least the puzzle's still alive. I see people going hard. I will wait to read chat until I am sure you guys are alive and well. Apologize for stream going down for a second there. Oh, there we are. We got the ones. Alright, if we are back, then reload if it's still dead for you, or tell everybody else to reload if they can't hear me. Alright, let's see. Let me make sure the stream's still alive. OBS was like, I died! And I was like, can you not do that, though? Can you be so alive, actually? Why'd they do that? I forget what I was talking about before stream died. Oh, we were talking about the machine translations and all that jazz. I will say, before whoever's moving the Arcana Shadow, I think there's going to be the golden frame that goes through here, so she's probably a little more to the left. All this is going to be a little more to the left. Let me make sure I read all of chat. Okay, I think I skipped some stuff, so let me make sure I'm catching everything. Being good in math is scary around here in the middle of quizzes and people will go out for tutoring. It's harsh jump scare when you're locked in doing math. Math is intense. I think that YouTube should just bring back fan captions. Right, okay, we did read that. Agreed. When I was a kid. I eat a lot of PBJs, but nowadays I'm a health nut and I always try to find grape jelly that doesn't have high fructose corn syrup. Dude, I probably should do that. Well, I can't have grape jelly specifically. I have to have one of the other flavors because I'm allergic. But I did get watermelon jelly the other day at the farmer's market, and I'm going to see if that tastes good. I have no idea if it will or not. This week I had a dream that White Arcana Shadow, our White Arcana head only, with amethyst hair, red-orange accessories, pinkish eyes, and a genuine smile. She was so beautiful. Ooh, I'm gonna need to see a recolor of that. The puzzle trenches have consumed the internet. They have. Oh yeah, on that subject, the docu-series, the dinosaurs. Ooh! Am I gonna get back into my dinosaur hyperfixation? Dino Precure would be so cool, especially to me and dinosaur enthusiasts. I still think that's one of the ones they should do. I think Dino and art-themed seasons are, like, the two I think that they need to do eventually. The issue with a lot of the translations is that a lot of the translators themselves aren't treated very well. No, they are not paid well. And also all of them are, like, contractor instead of being full-time, which I think is a choice. Alright. I'm gonna pull some pieces down. Bring things back into the frame so that people can see it if they're zoomed in. Especially if you're playing this on mobile, I'm sure that, like, seeing the pieces around the edge is, like, non-existent. So I will push these guys in for you a little bit. This goes down like here. You're allergic to grapes? I am allergic to grapes. It's like a mild intolerance. Like, it's not like I'm gonna die if I eat a grape. I'm just gonna get a tummy ache. Which sucks because I really liked grapes in my youth. But it also means, like, I don't drink much wine or anything like that. Which is great because everybody offers me wine. I'm like, no, I don't want no wine. Whatever. Oh, God, I hate that, like, the American staples are wine and beer. Because I'm like, I hate both of those. You got vodka? I'm like, my Polish heritage is, like, vodka. Vodka. Polish-Russian heritage slowly somewhere in the depth of me. Yeah, I did it. Oh, this goes somewhere. This goes somewhere where it's blue? Blue? Where would this go? It has the frame on it. Is it this side? Is this somewhere over here? Where this bad boy goes? Because it's like, it's in the frame. Like in the pinks of the frame, so it'd be like this. Oh, it is right here. Oh, it is. I literally guesstimated that. Locked in. She's really good at puzzles. My grandmother works in translating French theater plays and books to Portuguese. She's very fluent in French. Oh, that's so cool. We appreciate her service. I thought about vegetable season for Precure. Oh, that would be so cute. But yeah, they would not be into it. But we've had a fruit season. Surely we could get some vegetables in there. Do you love Shigure Kokoro? Like, I adore Kokoro. She's cute. I like Kokoro. I think she's one of my favorite from the season. I don't have a peanut butter and jelly I don't have a peanut and grape allergy. I'm only allergic to dust. Yo, Shat, I'm also allergic to dust. That's always the funny one. Is that, like, you have, a lot of people have that, like, you might have a more serious version of it, so I'm not gonna, like, try to guess what you have. But there's so many people are like, yeah, you're just, like, allergic to dust. And I'm like, that's great. I'm glad that I'm allergic to one of the most fundamental things on this planet. That's so great for me. Oh, I see some Cure Answer cooking over there with Hey Honey Key. Pop off. And there's, like, words up here somewhere. I don't know. I guess all the words are, like, each of them saying who they are? I don't know what's happening. You got this. Expired. Peak, you can get your Carrie Claire. Really allergic to grapes? I'm sorry to hear that. I was allergic to milk. Oh my god, except my mother, so I drank soy milks, but not anymore. I do shout out to people who can build a tolerance for it, because, like, I was supposed to be allergic to wheat when I was little, but I was like, no. And so I circumvented that allergy. I had so much allergy testing when I was little because I just kept getting hives and everything when I was small. And my mom's like, why is she dying all the time? I used to get so sick all of the time. And my poor mom, she's just like, girl. And then I was like, what if I just built up a tolerance to everything? And mom's like, yeah, do that. My parents tried for like 5 minutes to get like gluten-free stuff, which back in the day, I'll be honest, it was so much worse about gluten-free foods. Like it was a barren wasteland. Like I think we had to import something from like Greece to get like gluten-free donuts or something. And my mom was like, this is too expensive. We can't live like this. You need to get over your allergy. And I was like, bet. I had such an addiction to waffles when I was a child, and I got over my allergy that way, and then I can't remember the last time I've had a waffle now. When Arcana Shadow appeared out of nowhere, I remembered that one line from the other show. The line was like, I guess some super villains really do have a heart. Aww. I figured out for years that I was allergic to fruits. No! All of them? That's awful. My throat always got itchy when I ate apples and oranges. Boo! Really? Both? I feel like apples and oranges are so different from each other because one's like in the citrus family and then I don't know what the heck apples are in. But then, oh, that sucks. Really? Both of them is terrible. That is awful. When I was younger, I always get both chocolate and peanut butter cookies. I want to know if any of my classmates were allergic to peanuts. Oh my god, I had twins that I went to school with who were allergic to peanut butter, or just like peanuts in general, which was so crazy. I was like, I guess that makes sense. They're both genetically both genetically cannot handle peanuts. That's crazy. I like never thought about that being a thing. But I guess it makes sense. Alright, I think she has to be higher. I think our girl has to be a little bit higher up here. Because her hair like flows down this way. But she's like somewhere in here. Somewhere up here. Perhapsably. Anyways, back to trying to catch up on chat because I think I need to move up a little bit higher and see where I was. I'm at very least mildly allergic to a lot of food. Cheese, most meat like sausage and hamburger. Probably. Oh my god, I am so sorry. The food gods were not kind to you in terms of allergies. I've got a friend who is allergic to gluten, allergic to milk, allergic to chocolate, and then she's decided not to have meat. And I'm like, girl, you can't eat anything. To be fair, she is very skinny because she does not have many things that she can't eat. And I'm like, girl, we gotta eat so much more food. I'm like, I will come over with a basket of vegetables and we'll just chow down. I figured out for years. Okay, I did read that. That reminds me, I also have a pancake allergy. Oh my god, that's much allergy for you, poor baby. Though, is there something specific in the pancakes, or is it just attached to the other ones? Right now it's raining hard in my home. How's the climate there? I think it's overcast, which is so funny because I went to the farmer's market yesterday and I didn't know what the weather was going to be. And I checked my thing and it was like, oh, it's sunny and it's like 50 degrees. And I looked out my window and I was like, it is overcast. There is not a single ray of sunlight. You have lied to me. So I like went out with like a sweatshirt and some pants and stuff, and I was walking around the farmer's market and I'm like, it's 50 degrees and I can see my breath. What is happening? It's not that cold, but it looked like it was 5 degrees. It was crazy. I'm allergic to peanuts, but so many things in China use peanut oil. I was gonna say China probably has a lot of peanut oils. That I can't eat mooncakes. You can't have mooncakes. No. I think, is Europe the one that banned peanut oils? Like everywhere else has them though. I'm not allergic to peanuts, but I'm advised not to eat much every day. Oh no. So I can eat them one day and once in a very long time. We are not nut-friendly people here. I'm not sure about all of them, but it was mainly apples, oranges, and bananas that made my throat itch. That's awful. I wonder if that's something that, I guess because it's like, it closes up your throat. I guess it's not one you could probably train yourself to get over. But I can't eat other types of nuts like hazelnuts. I don't think I've ever had like a flat out hazelnut. I don't even know if I could identify a hazelnut, to be frank. I wonder if there's something you can grow. I've been getting into gardening and I'm like, ooh, what should I plant in my garden that's edible? Anyone who is lactose intolerant here, because I'm not, just curious. Any milk haters? I'm not lactose intolerant now. I can drink milk and other products. Let's go! I think for me, I know I'm allergic to dairy and the kind of milk pancakes have tends to makes me not uncomfortable. Or not comfortable. I mostly am comfortable with having fruits and veg. Alright, we're back on fruits and veg. We're so back with healthy food. Whew. I have been on a, like, what milk should I drink journey? Because I had almond milk for a while, but then people were like, oat milk's better, and now I'm oat milk. But people are like, actually, almond milk is better. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna go to coconut at this point. I like coconut for cooking, but I don't know if I love coconut by itself. But coconut milk, and like especially if you're having like Southeast Asian dishes or like South Asian dishes, they pop off with the milk, the coconut milk. I'm a proud milk and cheese hater. So many American food is like, yeah, America loves its cheese. It loves its cheese a lot. Which I will say, when I went to Japan and I came back, the first thing I had every time I come back to America is like Tex-Mex. I'm like, I need cheese. There's no cheese in Japan. I need the cheese. I need that lactose Because Japanese cheese is very sad. It's very sad cheese. And I'm like, they got cows there, and they're not like other countries that don't do anything with cows. But Japanese cheese is very, very sad. I feel bad because I watched this one content creator who's like, I'm trying to make like Mexican food in Japan, and she's like, we had to we had to swap out every ingredient with something else because they have none of the ingredients. I think there's some belly. I found some belly in here. I don't know where it goes, but I found some belly potentially. Which I feel like it should go like right there. That's not where the piece goes. I learned to make them, and a friendly cook taught me all before her teaching me how to cook pancakes. I still remember my sister making them for me in my childhood. Aw, I love cheese. Cheese pretty good. Not only do I love Anna with her hair down, but I also love Mikuru with her hair down as well. It's really pretty. Honestly, I'm a hair down Andy. I love the hair down. Also, where the heck is Jet in the image? Is he higher up? Like, we've just had his, like, his disfigured head this entire time. Where's the bottom of Jet's face? Someone get the bottom of Jet's face. It's been scaring me all stream. Oh, this song makes me emotional. When I went to Europe, Denmark has a cheese factory, and it's very interesting. Ooh, that would be fun. In Pokemon World, I bet they love— oh yeah, Milk Tank, our sole milk supplier. I do like in the Pokemon game, you make hamburgers, but you make them out of beans. And I was like, oh, so you're making kind of like a plant-based burger instead of like— I was like, Pokemon and meat. Got really suspicious in Scarlet and Violet when they're like, we have Lechonk meat. And I was like, don't do that. Stop. Welcome in, yes. How are you today? We're doing a Precure Puzzle today, which you can join if anybody who missed it in chat, there is a link pinned. Hopefully. Let me know if it went away. It might have gone away because stream went down. Wait. Hold up. Let me make sure that didn't die. There's a link to join the puzzle. Okay, it's still pinned. Allegedly. As long as that's pinned. That's all that matters. You can join us. It's really funny. According to my sister and her fiance, they're Mexican. A lot of Chinese dishes are really similar to Mexican ones. Ooh, I wonder what— I have not had a lot of, like, cheesy Chinese cuisine. But I feel like that'd be fun. Because, like, surely China has cheese. They've got land for cattle of any kind. At least, like, goat cheese and cow milk. Like, I feel like that makes sense. I feel like most of my Chinese dishes have been soups. Oh yeah, in Pokemon Sword and Shield, there was a Slowpoke tail curry. Yeah, I was like, whoa! But I think Slowpoke, I think it's a little less menacing because Slowpoke, I think they can cut their tails off and they regrow like worms, which is also mildly disturbing, but like at least it's not as horrendous as a Lechonk being sliced up for meat. In Pokemon Universe, the only burgers that exist are veggie burgers. I think it depends. They've definitely had, like, regular meat in, like, some of the anime. And we just don't talk about where the meat comes from. But yeah, for the most part, I think when the writers remember that they're supposed to be vegetarian, they do. Alright, I feel like this must be Mystique Hair over here. There's a lone Mystique Hair piece. For anybody who wants it. I'm trying to figure out what would be the best thing to tackle right now. We still haven't found this one singular edge piece. One mysterious edge piece that's just been missing over here. It's gone to the void. I'm sure it's, like, overlaid somewhere on the puzzle. I like cheeseless Mexican dishes, but stuff like tacos have a really similar dish to— I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, I apologize. Rogiamo? if I'm pronouncing that, please give me the pronounced version. I'm very carnivorous. Yeah, me too. Sorry guys, I'm with Monkey too if he died. But I eat veggies too. Oh my god, at the farmer's market I was a brave girl and it's the first time that I went to the really aggressive meat cart and I was like, I'm gonna buy bacon. I'm gonna get like a slab of bacon. And I was really proud of myself because I managed to do it. The guy was a lot friendlier than he looked. The meat stand at our local farmer's market is very intimidating and it's very aggressive. The lines are so long for it. But I'm so glad it's warm enough to be going to the farmer's market. I also bought a bunch of plants. I bought a thyme and basil plant so I can have my little herbs. I am a rosemary murderer though, so apologies. Apologies to him. I tried to grow rosemary, and then rosemary is like, you put it outside and it's like, I will survive anything. And I'm like, I'll take it indoors for the winter, and it's like, the indoors is torment. I will kill myself. And I'm like, Rosemary, hang in there. Rosemary plant, please. You're so dramatic. But yes, my rosemary plant did not survive. But then I have my friend who has a rosemary bush, and it's outside, and it was like 5 degrees, and it was doing fine. And I was like, okay, I'll just plant it outside next time. It does not deserve the pot. Oh, it sounds tasty, this bacon. Oh my god, it's so good. It was fun to pick out the bacon, because it's also one of those things where it's like, you have to look at it, and you're like, which bacon is superior? This slab of bacon or that one? Like, they gave me a couple to choose from, and I was like, I have to act fast and have an opinion. I have to lock in and have bacon choices. Also, I thought this having the golden frame would make this puzzle easier, but it has made it much significantly harder. I need to find frame pieces that have, like, the weird blue on it, because then they go over here. Well, it seems someone else is taking care of that. You guys are locking in for me. Magikarp is one of them, unfortunately, yeah. I feel like most places are like, we do not eat meat, and then they're like, fish don't count, though. It's pronounced Rogia Myo. But most people call it a Chinese burger. Oh, that sounds good. Alright. Rogia Myo. I know that there's going to be some level of intonation I'm not getting correct on this. I wish I was not. Like, this is one of those things where I wish I kind of was just born into a Chinese culture, because then I wouldn't have to struggle trying to figure out how to pronounce things. It's one of the things where I'm like, sister, I need you to be the one who's good at Chinese. And she's like, no, me bad at Chinese. And I was like, no, you need to take one for the team, and you need to be the Chinese person. You need to be the Chinese understander, more specifically, in the family. And she's like, no, me no good at language. And I was like, what? We can't all be bad at languages. You have to be good. I literally picked a dead language so I didn't have to speak it. Alright. Oh, the other thing I constantly find myself buying at the farmer's market is there's one stand where this girl does like knit Pokemon plushies, and it's like, I know that stuff. Like, it's like crochet. You know it's hand done, like you can't have a machine do it. And I was like, she made a little crochet Sylveon. It was really cute. And I got that, and then I got a little flower, and then this time I got lavender. I have like a whole bouquet of lavender, but it's crocheted, and I think it's really cute. Yeah, all of us be wondering where the heck Answer's head's supposed to go. It fights us. She goes somewhere in here. For the Pokemon universe, I hope that meat is from actual cows and chickens and not the secret other animals that exist in the universe. If we get everyone in the family to be good, one random foreign language, we can go anywhere. That's it! It's like, you get this language, you get this language. You're assigned. Also, I totally didn't know somebody was popping off on Arcana Shadow over there. Oh yeah, the trailer of Pokemon Winds and Waves is awesome. Have you decided your starter? For now, I'm planning to get Gekwa. I didn't know they had names. No, they did know. I think I'm gonna do Pom Bomb. But Gekwa is looking really cute. All I know is I didn't want to whatever the grass one was. I was like, nope. I was like, not that one. Alright. I'm at a loss of what part of the puzzle to do. I think I might have to actually start looking at the thingu to figure out where pieces are supposed to go. I think it's my turn to figure it out. Okay, so Eclair is much farther down than where she currently is. Is this stuff locked in? Nope. Claire is like... keep clicking it till I figure out where she goes. There we go. Claire's locked in. Arcana Shadow! Arcana Shadow's locked in. I'm gonna start figuring out where you go. Cause you must be closer to the middle. Where are you? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Alright, you're higher. Higher? Okay, can't be that much higher. Where are you, Queen? Where are you? Okay. You are to the right. You're like... If you're here, then you have to be like in here somewhere. Because she's like below... Like her hairpiece is directly below her hair dingle-dag. Oh, come on. Did we get it? Did we lock it in? Yeah! No, we didn't lock it in. Like, her hairpiece is, like, directly- I figured it out! I did it! I locked it. Teamwork makes the dream work. Oh my goodness. That was comedic. That was comedic AF. Alright, that means we can lock in Jet Senpai. I'm gonna lock in the main character pieces. Jet's, like, right in between everybody. There we go. Alright. And that means you're up here as well. You gotta be 20. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry if this is messing anybody up. But I'm gonna try to lock in some of the pieces so we can get some of the pieces that are blocking on the board. I think we're gonna lose pieces inside the puzzle. Arcana Shadow, where is your skirt? I like that somebody like vaguely left these pieces here being like, I don't know where her skirt is. The girl, me neither. Where is that? Where is your skirt? Oh no, this is the ruffles on your sleeves. We were all confused. We all were lost. In a sea of Precure Puddle. Alright. So, on the conversation topic of cheese, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've got some mean pasta in the fridge, and once this is secured, once we've got this locked down, I will be helping myself to my pasta. I was like, I need to make myself food, because I'm playing so much Pokopia, I need to pre-game some food. And I made so much, I popped off last night and I made a lot of pasta. And I'm like, let's go. Good pasta. Alright, I think this jewel is way down here somewhere. Yeah. The real moral of the stream is that teamwork does make the dream work. I know, look at all the friendship we are forming right now and allyship here. Alright, I might move some of these answer pieces over into the answer puddle. Just so we can see the screen, like, a little bit better. Let me put this in the answer puddle. Oh, someone's popping off on Answer's skirt at the bottom. We've locked in. Alright, I think I got Mikuru's forehead. The fact that Answer is missing a chunk of her forehead is really messing with me. I know, she's just sitting there. No head. No brain. Somebody has to find her brain, because it's gonna be like a piece like... Oop, no, that's not what I clicked on. It's one of them tall, skinny pieces, and it's gonna be mostly skin color. But I do love, like, the random chunks of Answer floating out in the abyss. Da, 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 da. I'm like, where is her forehead? Like, missing, looking for forehead. I found more of just like, this is some part of her, I can feel it. This is some part of Eclair. I don't know if this is like Eclair arm It constantly feels like Eclair Belly. Queen with her midriff. All out here. Dino Precure. Cure Dino. Cure Tricera. Ooh, Tricera's kind of a cool name. Cure Brachio. Cure Raptor. Cure Stego. Cure Spino. I tried the names. I love the names. Tricera is really good. Cure Tricera pops off. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. I'm back to being like, I can do the border pieces, and then I look at them and I'm like, never mind, I don't want to do them. I don't want to try to do the maze that is all these border pieces. Wait, I found Arcana Rod. Arcana Rod piece. Did it. When you're trying to concentrate on a puzzle, but your neighbor loudly proclaims his insecurity by revving his engine. Oh my god, my friend. He went on a rant recently, where he's like, dude, my neighbor is so bad with his engine. And his car constantly sounds like it's dying. He's like, what if I just reported it to the city? And I was like, you could just do that. And he's like, yeah, people are too loud. You can just, it's part of the ordinance. And I was like, I don't understand ordinance or housing or laws. But I'm like, man, I am so, like, I feel for you. Too much engine noises. Alright, I feel like I can get some of Jet's hair tufts in here. And the sea of blue shadow. Blue eclair. We got a season of fruit. Now we need veggies. I mean, it's all about representation. Let's go. I wonder what Cure Arcana Shadow's ice cream count is going to be by the end of the show. I wonder if they're just, like, keeping the count up until she actually, like, debuts as as Arcana Shadow to the girls. I wonder if that's, like, the bit, is it's just gonna build up to, like, episode 10. And then they're gonna be like, we're gonna handle it a different way. I don't know. I'd, like, ever since the last episode with her helping the gang out, I'm like, Miss Arcana Shadow, I misunderstood your game. Who are you and whose side do you ally with? I must know. And I think I can do these pieces if it's got like the brick. Oh, someone got it. Did somebody find the forehead? I still see the forehead happening. Have we found the secret forehead piece? Not yet. We're getting closer. I'm back! Welcome back! Oh, I see the piece of the text at 9 o'clock. Oh, we're trying to figure out the clock. With today's ice cream tower, it's massive. We're up to 9 scoops, guys. 9 whole scoops. Though I did like it when she shook it up and had the ice cream cat. That thing looked cute. I would buy that. Like, they can't be putting all this ice cream in these episodes and not actually selling it. It's kind of mean to me specifically. I'm like, I'll fly to Japan just for some branded ice cream. That probably tastes very normal. I don't know where this piece goes, but it looks like it should go somewhere. How come her forehead? I know, like, normally the forehead is so jarring, but it seems like it's quite a hidden piece. It's one of the taller, lankier ones, and it's mostly skin color. Can we find it? Can we find it? Like, her forehead's gonna be the last piece. I bet it's lost somewhere on the board. I bet it's on the board, and it's, like, blending in with the rest of the image. Probably got accidentally pulled in at some point, because I am not seeing it on the outside. It's in the sea of pieces somewhere. But like a detective, we will discover it, and we will solve this mystery. Oh my god, somebody added more to Jet. He looks less terrifying. You guys are doing a good service out here. I don't know what this is. I don't know why I picked it up. The choice on my part. That could help us find it, right? Alright, I'm back to trying to get these edge pieces. Like, this one's on the wall. Oh, I'm locking in. Locking in. She's not like other puzzlers. Oh, no. Oh, I randomly grabbed someone's piece. I literally stole something from someone and I don't know where it went. I am very sorry. I promise it was not intentional. I did not mean to sabotage. Okay. Thinking of edges. Thinking of edges. Take this guy and drag him all the way down here. Oh, satisfactory. She's the best. I'm the best puzzler. I can't help it, guys. I just can't help it. I have to solve the puzzle. I think the other day I was playing with friends and I kept stealing their pieces. And he's like, if you steal one more of my pieces, and I'm like, I'm a little thief. I'm the phantom thief all along. So Toei has a sweets and cavities just to balance out with veggies. I know, where's our veggie tail season? Where's our tomato? Where's our tomato cure? Unless they want to have the fruit argument. Just to, like, piss off the kids. I wonder if those are arguments in other countries, where it's like, a tomato is actually a fruit. I wonder if other countries have these arguments, or if they're just dumb American things. Like, pizza is a vegetable? I feel like that's something only America would say. Surely that has not left the borders. Surely we did not export that. Also, there's gonna be times I pick up these pieces and I'm like, I wish they rotated. I'm like, I feel like if I just rotated this piece, it would go where it belongs. I love that you guys are trying so hard for the forehead piece. Oh no, I have some pieces on the puzzle that are hiding themselves. Yeah, we gotta watch them. Are tomatoes fruits or vegetables? I think canonically they're vegetables, or canonically they're fruit, but like, I grew up in them being in the vegetable era, so to me they're vegetables. I treat them like vegetables. Like, I'll be honest, like, I give it to people who are like, I just eat a pile of cherry tomatoes, and I'm like, not me. Cherry tomatoes are a vegetable, therefore they have to be mixed into the dish. They cannot live on their own. If I remember correctly, pizza vegetable thing happened because the US government was trying to cut school funding. God, it would be. It would be some dumb conspiracy thing. Help. Help, guys. Help. I'm so scared of my own country. Ah! Noblest tea is an EG in disguise. It's me, I'm greedy. I'm come to steal it. Wait, I found wings. Who had wings? Is Pochitan had wings? Yes. You guys know I love a good wing. Alright. I feel like this is part of the bow. I was correct. It's totes was a funding thing. That's so infuriating. I was just like, this is a silly commercial, and then I was like, I'm gonna go do my homework. I was not locked into figuring out what that was all about back then. Nope. I feel like it's really rude that you put pieces on stuff and it looks like that actually would fit. Normally in a puzzle, that would not be the problem. This is the pain of doing a custom puzzle. Also, I think this is just me making a really good argument that Toei needs to sell more puzzles of their anime. I don't know how many Precure puzzles they have. Normally they're pretty simple ones, I imagine, because they're usually for like little kids. We need like a puzzle like this printed professionally for us Precure people, and I will, you know, I'll have it at my house and you guys can come over and you can solve the puzzle again with me. You'll already know where the forehead piece is. Where did you find it? Where did you find it? I just watched that happen! Where did you find? Where was it? That's crazy. Let's go. Also, it's so cute when everybody dances with their little cursors. Also, this piece goes somewhere over here. I feel it. And it's not listening to me. Okay. Alright, if I zoom in and I really feel this piece, I'll figure out. You must go on the right side. Surely you're a right side edge piece. Surely. It's like, you're pinkish, so like maybe you go over here somewhere. If I just keep going up, you'll lock in. Whoops. Grab that. You're part of the bow. You go over here. Like, I'll solve every piece but the one I'm working with. Alright, you go somewhere over here. Maybe you don't actually probably go over here because you curve. What do you do? Nice. Look at all these pieces. The forehead piece has 4 legs and a pinhead. Toei 2000 Precure Puzzle piece. Truly! Oh my god. The loud lightning struck near my house and spooked my cat. I'm okay. I'm glad you're safe. Be careful if you're in the middle of a thunderstorm. They are no good. This is actually an interior piece, and it will go somewhere over here because I am a professional puzzler and I know where the hell it goes. It's one of the internal pinky ones because this is the pink, and it should go somewhere. I hate that piece. We're not doing that piece anymore. That piece gaslit gatekeep girl bossed me. I don't want it anymore. It hurt my feelings. We're getting a new piece. Alright, you're a wall piece. Did it. Guys, look, the Japanese is here. We're seeing it. All of your Japanese and kanji work is really paying off. Like, you guys pretty much got the whole logo except for the gummy part of the exclamation point. Which surely I can find the gummy part. The big gummy. This is some kind of big gummy, but I don't think it's the right gummy. Surely there's a piece that's just all gummy. Ugh. There's a shiny piece. Big gummy. I don't know, I'm giving up. Moving forward. You can't hyperfixate on one thing. You have to keep moving forward. That's how you do it. And not just me giving up. All for one, one for all. Truly. Alright, this is wall piece. This is her earring. I remember Masha telling me earrings were so good. Are pickles vegetables because they have seeds like tomatoes? Girl. I mean, it's like a cucumber. It's a dried up cucumber. And cucumber to me is a vegetable. A veggie table. Because it's like, I don't know, they got the seeds in it. Because like, whomst. We have, like, peppers got them seeds inside them. Well, I guess, I don't know. How does a cucumber have its seeds? Now I'm thinking too much. Now we're confused, guys. We're gonna turn into the U.S. government if we keep this up. Ah! Alright, what is going on up here? Oh, it's got the frame. This is where the little, like, these pieces go. All these doodad pieces. There's a big bow in the middle. There was a bow all along. It's somewhere over here. Alright, I'll put the blue down. There's a big bow right here. We've been ignoring the big bow all along. And then here's some, like, more rays. Should go, like... Oh! That clicked in so satisfyingly. That did exactly what I needed it to do. Alright. Oh, I feel like I'm finally getting the vibe of what her hair is attempting to do. Oh, it's coming together. Oh, someone's working on her hair. Perfect. And then somebody go find the big bow. I don't, like... The big bow is, like, a gold outline, deep pink with a little bit of a texture. We surely will crack this case wide open. Alright. Alright. I don't know where you go, buddy. You're a weird looking... You're a weird looking little something or another. The problem is this big bow has been misleading because people have probably been mistaking the big bow for Mystique. Alright, I got one bow piece on the board. We got this. Whoop. And then there's all this, like, blue and skin, which looks like it should be you, but we're running out of skin real estate for you. Ugh. Like, this isn't her arm. No, it's not. Is this part of... I don't know. Maybe this is not... Maybe this is cloth? Of some kind? A skin-colory cloth? What a mystery. I thought I wasn't going to make it in time, but thankfully, I didn't. I was accompanying my mom to do some shopping. Ooh, I hope you guys got some good stuff, whether you were buying food for the week or you getting some kind of decorative items or something. I hope it was delightful and you had a good time. Alright. Round 2 with this frame piece. I'm gonna figure out where this goes. Surely. Surely it goes right here. Did it. Did it. We're so back to getting this frame done. I just had to let the puzzle cook, aka I needed you guys to do more work. I made you guys do it. As a benevolent streamer, I allowed you all to do the work for me. Okay. I'm getting more bow pieces. Oh, that went in so nicely. I'm gonna cheat and look at it again. Okay, so there's like rays. Oh, it's her hair! Did it. Nailed it. Figured it out. Signed, sealed, and her hair. Does her hair go off all the way over here? No. There's like a mysterious tuft of hair. I have yet to figure out where this goes. Like, what is- this is the end of somebody's bow. And I don't know from which it goes to. Sarah also isn't walking in either. Doesn't go that far in, no. Your hair is somewhere around here. Like, the bow has to go somewhere. Like, it really has to be, like, right there, but it doesn't. Ah! Where did it go? This truly is a big old mystery. Oh, somebody got the end of the bow. This is the bottom of the bow, which would go, like, theoretically right here. Like, the bottom of the bow should be right in here somewhere. Cause yeah! I'm moving this piece out there because I don't know where the hecky that goes. Nobles T, are you cheating again? I must! I have to do it. When you said Shirley, I thought you said... I'm in trying times right now. We're in the trenches trying to solve this puzzle together. So I've learned that we definitely can handle 600. What are we at? 792 was a high number for us. I think our Jimmy Jam was 650-ish. That's where we were really cooking. Does it not go? I guess it doesn't go. You were so right. It didn't want to go there. And then the orangey one locked in. Alright, you got some blue colors happening for this piece, which I don't know where the heck that would go. Where's like an intense blue on the left side? It's more like it would be on the right side. You know, because this is here. It would go on the other side. That would make more sense, but it doesn't. Put you down. Okay. Has it gotten warm for anybody else? For your springtime, are you still in the winter struggles? How many of you guys have escaped winter? Or I guess some people are in time zones where you don't experience winter at all. Which, if you are, you keep that to yourself, because I'm mad jealous and would love for winter to not exist where I live. Oh, this is Rays of Light. Are you at the bottom? Good job. Nope. Good shot, though. There we go. That's where I'm warm where I'm at. Let's go! Stay warm. Value it. Cherish her. It's definitely less wintry, but still kind of chilly. No! Unless you're into that, then yay! Just escaping the winter into a sad spring. Aw. It was 78 here and now it's 55. I'm ready for spring. Girl, the world needs to make up its mind. I also have been having that. We've been having, like, I think it snowed on Monday and then it's been like 80 the rest of the week, so. Weather really just be doing whatever the heck it wants. It didn't ask me. Alright, this is the top of someone's head. This is your head. Boom. Oh, it's all coming together. Boom. Then this is the top of your head. The heart thing goo is like over here. It's like there. Yes! Guys, I don't know if I've said this enough during the stream, but I think I'm really good at puzzles. We're going through rainy summer well so far, but other places in Brazil suffered chaos and destruction. No! That's so upsetting. Everybody take care on the climate changes every season from now on. Truly. I know the West Coast has been really struggling with, like, either really devastating winters or the fires that they've been having. Like, it's been, like, either you're flooded or you're on fire. It's not been a good time. Oh my god, this is the stupid piece. I can't figure out where it goes. This is the stupid piece that's a lie. Nope. When I catch you, piece. When I catch you and figure out where the heck you go. Because now I'm like, maybe it's on this side and it's in the yellow. I figured out where it went. Oh my god. Expired beak, you're so high up there. 207, you are popping off. Well, it's that time of the night. Enjoyed watching the puzzle trenches. I hope friendship prevails to the end. Thank you for joining us, Bloody Snowflake. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday night. Bye-bye. Alright. This is her little hairpiece. Yeah. I'm figuring it out. I'm sorting it out. It's getting done. Nope. Nope, I don't know why I brought this over here. Like, I was gonna figure out what this stupid piece does. It's confounded me the whole time. But we're really getting in there, guys. Alright. Oh, back onto the topic of food. I need a judgment from the people. I checked and it's 82. Oh my god, delightful. I need a poll from the crowd because my friend did not agree with me on the sentiment, but we were making we were doing breakfast and she was like, I want to make French toast, and I was like, pop off, queen, I love French toast, that's great. And then she was mixing with the bowl of eggs, and I was like, yeah, you know, as one does, you mix the bowl of eggs, and she put like a lot of salt in there, and I was like, oh, okay, some salt in the French toast egg mixture, okay. And then she put pepper in there, and I was like, girl, French toast is a sweet dish. We're making eggy bread if you're gonna put in pepper and stuff. And she then like went for the adobo, and I was like, girl, what are you making? What is this French toast? And she's like, listen, you have to be experimental. And I was like, we don't though. We actually really don't have to be experimental. Oh my god, you figured out what that hair tuft was. Let's go. But I need a pull from the crowd. Do you guys put pepper in your egg mixture for French toast? I need to know, and I need to know that she's wrong. Oh my goodness. Precure as well as magical girls in general, for some reason, have a gentleness to them that I love. It's so refreshing. That's why I love magical girls. Okay, let me zoom out and make sure we're not... Well, there's a lot of pieces over off to the right, so I'm gonna bring some stuff home. I definitely will end this by being like, this is our answer. I see that they've got the, like, pretty holic trinkets, but I just don't remember where they are in the image. She's wrong. Thank you. This is the vindication I need. Oh my god. Sometimes you look at a friend and you're like, girl, I don't know how to tell you this. You cannot bake. You cannot cook. You're banned from the kitchen. She was really offensive to me on a food level. This is hair. This is a head hair somewhere. This is a bump. This is a bump. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I think this is the tie. Is this not... Well, does her tie go that sideways? It's raining sideways. I've had more savory French toast, but sweet is the way to go. I've never had it I've had, like, eggy bread. But, like, it's a fine line between too much egg and savoriness and then sweetness. It's very interesting, the dance between those flavors. But, that breakfast, I was like, girl, the taste that has been put in my mouth is offensive, and I need you to never get in the kitchen again. Okay, I think this goes up here. Boom. Alright, let's go. Speaking of which, the new soundtrack series, The Dinosaurs, is really good. The composer is Lorne Balfe. I feel like every time there's some kind of a docu-series, especially like a higher budget one, they like go to the like highest ranking musician alive and they're like, I need you to write me the soliloquy to end soliloquies for my docu-series. They like really pull out the punches with the best, most emotional piece of music, and you're like in tears, and then it's just like, dinosaurs are really cool. Did you know that this dinosaur has 50,000 stomachs? And you're like, the music is so emotional. Like, I think March of the Penguins also has like a really, really good soundtrack, and it's like, you had no business popping off this hard. But yet here you are, doing such. Oh, me and whoever just put those pieces down. We locked in together. Just absolute masterpiece. Never cook French toast again. Honestly, I feel like it's going to be triggering now. I'm gonna sit there and be like, don't bring up French toast around us. It will bring back traumatic memories. Also, the auto-gen names in here are so silly and so unserious. Alright, let's see. There's like a round yellowy color, but I don't know where there's a yellowy color to be round. It's really throwing me off. Like, it must be back in here or something? I don't know. I don't know where the round... Oh wait, there's a round yellowiness over here. It must be around here somewhere. Because it like curves in? No, I didn't think that would work. Oh! Did it. Pochileo. Alright. Let's see, guys. Oh, we're really getting into the weeds. We're really getting in there. I'm actually gonna pull all the pieces from the top and just bring them back down here. So we don't have to... Okay, I love that we put pieces right there when I'm like, I'm moving them off. The timing. Oh, we have, like, the top of the puzzle done! Okay, guys. It's all just straight up downhill from here. One documentary, Killer Whale, Wolves of the Sea. That sounds so good. With David Attenborough. Has a really good soundtrack, too. Still remember it from my childhood watching on VHS. I wonder if that's on any streaming sites. Fun fact, did you know that Kenji Kawai, original composer of Ghost in the Shell, made the soundtrack for a documentary about wars? I feel like that pans out. I kind of want to hear it, though, now. That sounds awesome. With the weather where I'm at, might cook some eggs outside with the heat. Ooh, fun. Dude, that reminds me. One of the things that we did when I was at summer camp was, like, there would be a rule of if it's too hot for the kids to be outside and they'll die, so we have, like, we do more indoors or, like, water-oriented activities. And they would take a pan out to the tennis court, and they would set the pan on the tennis court, and then they'd crack an egg, and if the egg cooked, then they wouldn't let us out. They'd be like, you guys have a limited outdoor time, because you all will literally bake. And that was the funniest thing in the world to me, but it was really fun, because then we would have, like, an hour where we'd all go out on the asphalt and just, like, cook eggs. And girl, Dafra, because I went to summer camp closer to, like, in the South, like, I can't remember if it was in Florida or South Carolina, but it was hot in, like, mid-July. I'm a northern person, so I can't handle the heat. That's fair. That's so valid. If you can tolerate the colder weather, more power to you. You reminded me of the news in London of the walkie-talkie building that reflected the sun rays towards the neighboring street and melted cars and stores, burned carpets and eggs could be... What? Did they just make like a really reflective building and it just straight up melted everybody? That's crazy. That's kind of insane. Oh my god. They're just out here murdering people. That is wild lore. Alright, this doesn't, that does go there, never mind, I lied. I figured it out, I'm so good. I'm gonna puzzle, well. Alright, I'm trying to find where Mashutan's tail is. Cause I'm like, it's a predominantly purple piece, but then again, everything on this puzzle's predominantly purple piece. Alright, let's see. This swirl piece has been here for a while. This is somewhere on her dress. Or maybe... It's not up here, is it? No. This must be part of her shawl then. But like, how? Shawl piece? Because it's got a little tittle bit of her hair. It's a little hair tuft right there. But yeah, you guys are right, I have no clue where this would go. Because normally it would go on her thing, but it's twisty like her shawl. There's also this feather. The feather goes here. Da, 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 da. With this weather where I'm at, I might cook some eggs. Gotta cook some eggs outside. That was crazy news that it even appeared on Brazilian TV, dude. America's so lame, we don't get all this fun international crazy news. Yeah, it was curved in the perfect way to terrorize the neighborhood. That's wild. It was insane. They put black tape along the windows to stop the reflection. It was a comedic disaster. It really goes to show you that you need to know way too many pieces of information to have proper architecture. The design was even more criticized for the that it's ranked as one of the ugliest skyscrapers in London. What a shame. It looked like a walkie-talkie for real. That's such a shame too, because I feel like visually, because of its like older architecture and like more conscientious, London's one of the prettier looking cities. May not be functionally the best, but it's one of the better looking ones. And then they're gonna build something ugly. That's one of the things I do not enjoy about being in America with American architecture, is our architecture is ugly. But it's all like very utilitarian. They're like, we're gonna build it because we need it to function, and we're not gonna build it because it's pretty. And I'm like, but what if we built it if it was like pretty and functional? Can we not multitask a little bit here, people? I feel like we could be a little bit prettier. Alright, this pink gem kind of looks like the gems on her outfit. So it would go somewhere. That's my deduction. It belongs somewhere. We're in the Mystique war zone. I know, you guys have really popped off with getting her outfit down. I think we're all gonna get lost in Answer's hair, though. She's just got so much hair. And it's doing something. It's going somewhere. It's taking us on a little trip. I keep forgetting that her skirt has, like, blue in it, so this is gonna be somewhere down here. But then there's, like, this finely tuned yellow of something. Girl, if I don't know where this piece goes... Is it part of her tie? That's... Oh! That was it. That was correct. This is like her tiny tufts of hair right here, which are gonna come down right here. Nailed it. I'm just gonna work through my logic with you guys. Oh, there's also a piece floating in the middle. Let's scoot that off real quick so I can see. That's not what I want to pick up. This goes somewhere up here. I can feel it. I can feel it like a dowsing machine. I'm like, doot, 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 doot. And I'm not figuring out where it's supposed to go. Do 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 do. It's like, it can't go in the middle. Can it? No. We'll come back to you. Looking great. This is puzzle. Nice progress. I know we're getting there. We're getting into the weeds, guys. This is it. The final push for this puzzle. I appreciate the fact that there are like, I have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of us. 8 of us fighting. Fighting for victory. Fighting for honor. Puzzle honor. I do think that in the future, if we do puzzles again, I'm going to come up with some kind of reward for a person who gets most puzzle pieces. Whether it's a membership or something more enticing. It'll have to be a digital thing, though. But I think it'll be fun. Reward people for really helping out. Alright, this is the end of her tie. That's what this has to be. Yeah. Yesterday, my dad and I made some lemonade, and my dad told me it tastes more like lemon water than lemonade, but my taste buds disagree with him. Get him! Oh my god, I had that at the another farmer's market lore bit. One time when I was at this farmer's market, there was a place that had like a limeade stand, and I was like, oh, I'll do that. The limeade cost $12, and I was like, that's kind of pricey for a limeade. And then it was worse because I watched them make it. They literally got a glass of water, put ice in it, and they squeezed 2 limes very briskly in it. And I was like, and you charged me $12 for this? I was like, I cannot. I could not. I should have said no. It's one of those things where like I'm sunk in there and I've already committed to it, so I'm like, oh, that's really steep in price, but I'm already here, and so I have no choice but to say yes. I should have just said no. I should have been like, I'm glad this is handmade limeade, but it's not handmade enough, man. If I wanted to squeeze 2 singular limes into a cup, I would have done that. I was at least hoping you guys, you know, like pre-made the limeade and then did it. Don't just squeeze 2 limes in there and it mostly just tastes like water with the essence of a lime. Gather the pieces from now to the past to the future. Exactly. Welcome in, Christian Jackson. I also put Fiji water. Oh, that's delectable water. Cure lemonade. I needed some Cure lemonade. There was no effervescence in that drink. Every time I take the first taste or drink a lemonade, I can't help but shiver and shudder the sour taste. Oh, I'm so addicted to sour foods. Oh, guys, we're here. This is the end. Everybody grab your puzzle. This is the end. We're here. We're here. Who's gonna be the final piece? Who's gonna find this piece? It's probably lost on the board, guys. You're gonna have to scour the board. I think somebody found it. No, there's a lost piece out here. Let me zoom out. Okay, yeah. It's somewhere on the board. Oh, oh my god! Let's go, guys! We did it! 2 puzzles in 3 hours. Let's go. This was a good stream. I didn't know limeade existed until a month ago. Limeade is delectable when it's not just the essence of lime. It's very, very good. This was so much fun. I don't know. How'd you guys feel about puzzles? How did you feel like a puzzle was for a Sunday stream? Did you guys lock in? Did you have fun? I know a lot of you guys have been in the trenches, so you have not been chatting, but I really appreciate all of your help. Doing the puzzles was a lot of fun. We did it, bravo, we did it. Yeah, let's go! Sour candy is like the spicy chips in the candy industry. I love sour stuff. Nothing is ever sour enough for me. I can go so hard. Well done. It was! I'm so glad. This was fun. Obviously, I will not be able to do this, unfortunately, for the next 2 or so weeks. We will have to puzzle together again at the end of March. Either the end of March or into April will be when we can stream again. I think also then will be the update for Nikki as well. But I really appreciate you guys. We got our answer to the final piece. This is our answer. I came back and got 26 pieces in. Let's go. Eventually we'll all figure out how the heck Mojave figured out how to get a custom name, as well as Hey Honeykey, you guys figured it out. Unlike me, who's just a murky doggo over here. My legendary title. The only limeade I ever had was strawberry. Oh, that's also very delectable. Also really good. Top 1, yay, logged in so hard. You did so good. You did amazing. I'm gonna miss you guys so much. I'm gonna miss you guys. I will see you guys in a couple of weeks. So I hope you guys have really delightful Sundays. I hope you stay warm and cozy, and thank you so much for hanging out today. It was super chill. I hope it got you guys some R&R as we go into our Sundays and we go into the new week. And for those of us who have to suffer daylight savings time, go to bed early tonight. But until I see you guys a couple weeks from now,